bills, we jet lagging, rolling off trees. Whoa, tell me what you need, whoa, tell me what you need, whoa, tell me what you need, whoa, tell me what you need.
And I got pills, and I got weed. Goddamn, I need a kickstand, young nigga going on that lean. Whoa, tell me what you need. 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 And I got hoes, a couple fiends. They got hoes, and still they dream. So tell me what you need. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need.
Just
Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need.
Here to heal the rap game, bitch, we at it again. The medicine man, the top right then. I might add her again. Like next time, bring some of your friends. I got hella weed licking Zans. AD to the game, feeling like a veteran man.
That's unlike my daughter. It's unlike my daughter. Not.
Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you need.
Calling us or texting us 3 weeks.
Where's my motherfucking mic at, man? Let's get it. Alright, chat. What's going on, man? What's going on? I feel like it's been a long ass time since yesterday. I ain't even know what to worry about it. Check it out. So I got a couple videos planned for you guys. It's gonna be absolutely awesome, like normal. I wonder if everybody's having a good day today. I think I'm having a pretty awesome day. Yeah, I think my day's going pretty awesome. Like always, hey, excuse the mess, but welcome to the Fungal Jungle. It's your friendly neighborhood mushroom, Max, your boy Max Shrooman, back in the building. Hey, we live. We absolutely live. Come on. We about to get right into these videos, man. I missed y'all. We got some crazy lineups. All right, so jumping into this first joint. Oh wow. I didn't realize that's how it looks. No, that's not what I want. So this first video is going to be called Cops Discover. Let me calm the hell down. Cops discover truck full of dead bodies. Chat, I don't even know what to assume. I don't know what to expect. Hey, I believe this might be a trigger warning for child endangerment, but man, we're about to jump right into it. Let's go.
He's been missing for over 2 weeks.
That's
Exactly.
unlike my
Yeah,
daughter.
yeah. No.
It's unlike my daughter not calling us or texting us 3 weeks.
I'm telling you, he murked all 3 of them people, man.
I'm just scared, bro. Step one is to tell me where the bodies are.
Oh, there's skin right there. Oh.
All of them dead. Now,
She said it's skin right there.
what do you think?
God, I couldn't imagine anything happened to one person, never less 3.
He told me there could be no God because of what he saw. I want to know why. What gave him the right?
One of the most shocking cases in New Mexico history begins with reports of missing people in the area. It isn't long until these disappearances lead police down a bloody trail left by a homicidal perpetrator driven by vengeance. Even with the suspect in their sights, police can't stop the death toll from growing and soon realize that it may be worse than they ever imagined.
What about the other people he said he killed?
The other 11, that's still under investigation.
The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. 5 weeks before police would make the most gruesome discovery of their careers in an airport parking garage, the nightmare began with a missing 21-year-old named Matthew Miller in the town of Grants, New Mexico.
All right, so there you have it, chat. This is the first time this is being released. We got Matt Miller from New Mexico, and yeah, man, we about to see what actually happens to this dude, man. It's about to get wicked.
Last time you talked to him was this 22nd of January?
Yes.
And that was, what, a Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
The woman is Matthew's grandmother, and she knows as well as the detective that her grandson is heavily into the addiction scene in Grants.
So you guys can help me out by just calling around to hospitals, clinics, rehabilitation places, other county jails, like that. See if he's there.
But the detective doesn't mince words when it comes to his fears.
I have been doing this an awful long time. I am very concerned about Matthew's whereabouts. I'm very concerned.
Detective Turney talks next to an associate of Matthew's named Leonie, hoping she may be able to shed some light on his whereabouts.
So apparently, Matthew's an addict, and no one knows where he's at. So they rattling cages at this point, Chad.
Bruh. I need to come in and talk to you.
Hey, she don't want to talk at all. She said, "Let me slide this window and just poke my head out just a little bit."
Huh?
See them just.
I'm not worried about. I'm not this. I don't care. I don't care about anything. I don't care about any drugs, drug stuff.
We need a Cuban here.
We need to chat with you. We're looking for Matthew Miller. He's been missing for over 2 weeks.
Yo, what the hell? Hold on. What the hell, chat? Yo. Wait, somebody clip this. This is low key crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna drag myself over here. Yo, no, I'm gonna just, I don't know what the hell. Bro, this is crazy. Hey, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Nevertheless, let's get back into the video.
About. When was the last time he was here?
Maybe a year ago,
A year ago.
When I first got this place, yeah. When I first got it, last January.
He hasn't been here since then.
Like I know
Okay.
it very well.
What if I got video of his vehicle?
Maybe Justin hasn't here, man. When I've had him myself.
But it won't be easy to speak with her fiancé, Justin Mata, because according to her, he ran off with a woman named Jennifer Lannon.
But he left on 17th and came back. And then
17th. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, and then I went to talk to the guy in Kingman. He's like, yeah, they left each other during the night and they're in Arizona.
Do you have any kind of way to contact Justin? You have a phone number?
No, he just left him to go.
That day, police find Matthew's Chevy Colorado parked outside the Lubbock apartments, just a few blocks away. When they return to question Leonie, they confront her with footage of the truck in front of her home last month, contradicting her claim that she hadn't seen Matthew in a year. Leonie pushes back, insisting that if Matthew was there, he must have been visiting her fiancé, Justin.
I've got that truck parked right there on the 26th of January. You told me he left on the 17th.
He did.
But he came back?
Hey, no, she lying, Chad.
Somebody, if you drove his truck from here to over to Lubbock, you need to tell me. I'm going to find out if you did it, because I've got other surveillance video. If I have you on video driving that vehicle from here to there or getting in or out of it, okay, I'm going to charge you. This is your chance.
But Leonie stays firm, and with her fiancé Justin apparently having run off with Jennifer Lannon, it's perhaps no surprise when the next call that comes into Grant's police department is from Jennifer's mother in New Jersey.
It's unlike my daughter to go 2 weeks without calling us. Then around 3 weeks, it's unlike my daughter not calling us or texting us. 3 weeks.
The police are now dealing with 3 people whose whereabouts are unknown: Matthew Miller, Justin Mata, and Jennifer Lannon. They hope to find answers by turning to Jennifer's ex-husband, Sean Lannon. They learn that Sean just moved to Albuquerque with his kid.
Yo, where did they get this guy's picture from? What is this? They couldn't tell him he's taking a picture first? They couldn't have told him he's taking a picture. And he hit him with the... What?
Kids to stay with a friend, having been evicted from the house in Grants for not paying rent. Nonetheless, he makes the drive to speak to police.
When was the last time you had contact with us? I mean, we want a very specific time. Like text, call, see what? See. About a week ago.
Yeah, before I finished packing the house up.
Okay. And where was that at?
I came in.
Despite divorcing, Sean still lived with Jennifer and their 3 kids. He says that several weeks ago, Jennifer left with Justin and another mystery man he knows only by the street name Suspect. But she would come back.
What? His nickname is Suspect, and that's the only name you know him by? That's... No, wrong one.
Bruh.
Wrong button. His name is Suspect, though, and you don't find that a little suspicious? That's interesting, my friend.
Periodically to collect more of her belongings. And on these occasions, Jennifer, Justin, and Suspect would be in a white Chrysler.
Have you ever seen Matthew Miller? You know who I'm talking about? Was he over at your house?
Sean acknowledges that Matthew has been by the house frequently and that he even allowed Sean to drive his truck. Sean says that the last time he drove Matthew's vehicle was a couple of weeks ago, when he took the kids to McDonald's and a few other places before returning home.
Last time you saw
Matthew was with those 2.
in which vehicle?
Late vehicle, but they were at the house.
Did you have anything to do with Jennifer's disappearance, Matthew's disappearance?
He asked him straightforward. Did you have anything to do with it? Yes or no?
Aren't you pretty upset that she was sleeping with Justin? Or?
She was sleeping with a few people.
The detective is familiar with the opioid struggles Jennifer, and indeed many people in this circle of friends, has been dealing with.
If you're addicted to...
This is in New Mexico, Chad. Remember that.
What she's addicted to, okay? You will do anything to keep from feeling that pain when you don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
We should even try and get through it.
She's been through rehab at least once.
Yeah,
You know? I'm worried about her.
Me too.
I'm worried about Matthew. I'm worried about Justin, to some extent.
Yeah.
They know. Yeah, but somebody drove. We found Matthew's ride.
It's over near the house. It's all for weeks.
Huh?
It's over near the house. Couple streets over.
Sean doesn't offer any guess as to how the vehicle wound up in front of the Lubbock apartments, an omission that will later raise suspicions.
Man,
So he always looks like that.
I just got a really, really bad feeling about all this.
Sure.
You don't...
I do.
You don't seem...
I I've been living in this circle for a minute.
Has she ever done this before?
Yeah.
Before the interview is over, Sean brings up another individual, a man named Danny, who was staying at the house on Kingman until recently. The detective is all too familiar with the name.
People talk only one. I believe it comes out of that dude's mouth. I don't think you have to think. And my kids are.
He needs to go to prison too, man. Back to prison.
Could this man, Danny, known on the streets by the nickname Dog, have some part to play in these disappearances? It's clear.
Between Dog and Suspect, I don't know, man. This seems like a very hostile group of friends.
He has a reputation.
If I know he's some type of unsavory character, I don't deal with any people like that.
Okay, well, how do you, yeah.
I think.
Yeah, they all seem sketchy as hell.
Skip it up and down.
They said he had a nickname in Dog or something, and that I don't know. Sean said, you know, he suspected that he's killed people before and he's been in and out of jail and stuff like that. And I'm just like, you need to distance yourself. Like, I told him before, like, you need to not be around anybody like that. Like, that's not good for you. It's not good for your kids.
Real tough.
Police turn to Danny's cousin, only to immediately run into resistance.
Cousin of Danny?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You guys have a place together?
No,
Oh, he's definitely
We
trouble.
did not have a place together at all, sir. I am not associated with my cousin in any way other than giving him a place to lay his head.
Okay, well see, that's fine.
Look at his fingernail, bro. Oh my God. Oh, holy cow. My man's fingernail is completely dead, it looked like it. Bro, what the hell? Oh, he's definitely hurts people.
I own 2 camper trailers.
Oh, okay, it's definitely, oh my God, his finger is definitely dead. He barely has a freaking nail on the other finger. What the hell? Bro, his hands look like they hurt. Like you ever had an uncle with some big ass hands, like he work on cars or like wrestle trees or something like that? Like my man's hands look so just like meaty and calcified, bro. That's crazy, bro. Oh my God.
He is residing in him or not, I do not know. Okay, I'm unaware of what he's doing, where he's at. That is all I have to say in this matter.
Okay. Well, usually that's why
I was not living with him, he is not living with me.
Okay.
So where do we go from here? Because I have nothing else to say in that matter. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Why I'm being followed, why I'm being watched, why am I being anything other than that? I have no idea, sir. Okay. And with all due respect to you guys, catch that son of a...
So now you snitching. Now you snitching on your cousin. You hope he get caught.
I'm honestly scared to be here, guys. I don't want to be here. I know who my cousin is. He's a gang member in here too, so am I scared? I'm just scared, bro, okay?
In the meantime, investigators talk to a man named Josh in relation to a separate case. Out of the blue, he asks about Matthew Miller's disappearance and tells them that their attention should be on the man they interviewed yesterday, Jennifer's ex-husband, Sean Lannon.
Check this out, man. Yesterday, I was at Kelly's. Sean told me to go talk to you. Okay? And I guess he had to go talk to you or something, talk to the cops. He goes into Kelly's in the garage, stashes a bag in the ceiling. Gun, his wife's IDs, clothes, everything. Just stashes it there since he had to go talk to the cops. I was there.
Yo, he just told everything, huh? He said it's in the ceiling. Everything.
I was there. Sean killed all 3 of them, man. I'm telling you, he murked all 3 of them people, man. He busted his phone right there. What? Sean did. Right in front of Kelly, all of us. He got his phone and he handed it to Kelly. No, after that. Before that, he handed the phone to Kelly, and Kelly handed it back to him like, what the got it and smashed it on the ground. Why would he do that? Come on, they find the truck right by his house. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he don't even kicked out by then, but...
Man, I'm telling you, man, he did. I know he did, man. Straight up.
The detectives need to know immediately if what Josh is telling them is true. They go to see Kelly, Sean's rumored girlfriend, to see if she knows anything about this stashed bag.
All I know is that I haven't seen Jennifer in a while, and Sean said that she took off with Justin Martha.
Was Sean here yesterday?
He came by yesterday.
How many times? What did he do?
He came inside. He told me that he had to go down and report Jennifer missing. And we got a Coke, took a couple drinks, and left. And then he came back again, but I was leaving. I was going to get keys because I locked myself out of the house.
Did Sean hide anything in the house that was later taken?
No.
Did he destroy his phone?
Yeah, right here. I forgot. He destroyed his phone.
Do you think he did something to Jennifer and Matthew?
I honestly don't.
You sure about that? Are you sure about that? I feel like he actually did.
But police are growing suspicious. They execute a search warrant on Sean's house and discover that he ripped up the carpet in one of the bedrooms before being evicted. If that weren't enough, they have surveillance of his house, and the cameras aren't showing them a picture that lines up with Sean's last statement.
Hello? Hey, is this Sean? Yes, it is. Hey, Sean, this is Detective Turney. How are you doing?
This man's mustache is out of control, bro. Out of control.
Bruh. Skip it up and down.
Good, how are you doing today? Good, man. I've been trying to get a hold of your other number, and it's not working. So.
It's like he easy to draw. I swear to God.
Sorry. So you know anything new? No, I haven't heard anything. Nope. Anywhere on your end? No, we've made some progress here and there. I've got a bunch of pictures of different vehicles. I'd like you to take a look at, see if you could help me identify them. Good time tomorrow. I wanted to come in and I still have stuff I got to return to the school. Okay. Tomorrow would be great. Just give me a heads up anytime.
But tomorrow comes and goes, and Sean doesn't show. The day after that, realizing that Sean has an outstanding warrant relating to a recent assault and battery incident, they have Albuquerque police arrest him and bring him to Grants. The next afternoon, Detective Turney sits down with Sean Lannon once again, and this time his questions are much more pointed.
The things that you've told us, okay, I've completely ruled each one of them as just an outright lie.
Yo.
Okay? Because of the facts. I have surveillance all over this town.
I know. Cool.
His response is all right. Cool.
Bruh.
Come on.
I have surveillance all over this town. All right?
Yeah.
Sean, step one.
Right.
Okay? Step one is to tell me where the bodies are. Step two, okay, is to tell me some kind of reasonable story of the truth.
Right.
Hey, my man's got instantly nervous taking sips and stuff. What did they show me?
What is it how and when, I told you what you knew, that's when I feel I gave you an honest answer. What is it that would cause you to think otherwise, that it wasn't true? What is it that you think I
know you're the last one who drove Matthew Miller's truck.
Okay.
I know you parked it where we found it.
Yep.
That's all a lie. You lied to me about that.
What do you mean? That's where I put it. I told you where it was. It's still there last time I saw it. I told you right here. I told you I drove the truck.
You told me you drove the truck a few weeks prior and you went to Smith's and Walmart to get food and
Yeah, you said you went to go do something about McDonald's and grab some groceries. Yeah, nah, bro, you ain't slick. You could tell by his body language. He just know he caught.
We went back and drove and parked at Kingman.
McDonald's. Yeah. That's it. It's the last time I drove it. And the kids were with me the whole time.
The detective plays Sean some footage from a surveillance camera across the street from his house that shows him getting into Matthew Miller's truck on the 26th of January, 1 month earlier.
You go to the side, and then you jump over the side and fix something in the back.
after you go back to the back of it. And you get in it, and you leave. You're gone for quite some time. You're gone for quite some time. And then you also pass by Jackson, where there is good surveillance video too. And then you go park it at the Lubbock Apartments and walk away from it.
Right.
Why would you do such a thing?
That's where Jasmine. No, that's always he would take his truck all the time. So that's where he said to take it. Put the keys under the seat.
Matthew said to park it there.
Yeah, he left it down numerous times. So after they came with that
Matthew told you to park it at the Lubbock Apartments.
Really, Justin said to do it, but he said yeah.
This story, of course, went untold the first time Sean spoke to the detective, and it's not the only discrepancy that police have found.
And Jennifer and Justin ran off together.
Yeah.
And they got into this white car.
A white 300 or something?
Yeah, there's no white car that ever goes to King then.
Yes, there's a heads up. There's a white 300 there.
I think you're lying, Sean. On February 10th.
Bro, they obviously got the videos, bro. They got surveillance videos of the whole, you feel me? The whole blocks and stuff. The whole community. They've been following you on a camera block by block. You talking about it's a white 300 somewhere. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Okay, that was the day you came in here and we got Jennifer entered missing?
Yeah.
Before you came here, you went to Kelly DeSoto's house.
I did.
You took a bag in the house and had a gun.
Yep.
And Jennifer's IDs. Why would you do that? You're admitting that you did that?
I had a bag at the house, yeah.
On your way here, you stopped at Kelly's.
I stopped at Kelly's.
Right?
Yep. Talked to Kelly for a few minutes. And I left.
You took a bag in her house and hid the bag.
I didn't hide the bag. It was on the kitchen table. That's it. It was my other bag, the laptop and everything.
And there was a gun in the bag.
There was. Justin's gun, which was... Let's go.
And Jennifer's IDs.
And Jennifer's IDs, yeah.
Sean says
why did you
that when he went back to Kelly's house after the interview, the gun was missing from
That's the crib? Is that where they live? Bro. This shit look like a Blink video, bro. What the fuck?
bag. Once again, he brings up Danny, his allegedly dangerous acquaintance.
I said, where's the stuff that's in the bag? And Doug was like, this is what you're gonna get. And I was like, I wasn't trying to fight with him because he put on the scary side. He has that pistol.
You talking about the mug that was just crying in the interrogation room? Talking about he's so scared. That's the scary guy? Yeah, nah. Dog definitely lost some aura points for me, man. I thought he was about it. He just folded like a wet napkin, bro.
But right now, the detective is more interested in Sean's actions.
You destroyed Jennifer's phone.
I destroyed Jennifer's phone?
You smashed it on the porch.
I didn't destroy the phone.
I've got several people that
everybody say you did, bro.
witnessed this.
And who are the several people?
Kelly.
I didn't destroy the phone.
Who did it? You didn't smash a phone?
I didn't smash a phone.
No.
In that interview here, I asked you, hey, is this the good number to contact you?
Yeah.
And you said, yeah.
Yeah.
After you left and went to Kelly's and
that would be
I never was able to contact you on that number again. You never called me again asking, have we found her?
Sean has arguments ready for all of Detective Turney's points, but the detective has a simple explanation for why his suspicions are not going away.
So we got Matthew. Let's say there's 10 people in Matthew's household that could be persons of interest in his life and his disappearance, right? So then you've got Jennifer.
Yep.
Let's say there's another 10 people, okay? Justin, bare minimum, another 10 people. Okay? You are the only one that's in each one of these circles.
The dog's in that. The dog's brought him into my world. Literally.
Okay.
Like, I'm not that person. Like,
No, so now you trying to
Did
blame
Danny
dog.
kill him?
I have no idea. I literally spent most of my time with the kids. If I had to guess who would kill him, it would be the guy who said, if I got dispose of bodies, I'm going to put him in my pig. And he showed me the pig one day because I was helping him at his house. The pig was like as big as this table. It's like, pigs will eat everything but the eyeballs. I'm like,
who are you talking about?
Danny Lemos, dog.
Bro, then he just asked. He literally just asked, do you think dog killed him? Now you want to throw out this quote, this alleged quote from dog? Come on now. Hell friend, bro. Y'all weird.
But despite making his most direct effort yet to implicate Danny, Sean remains the detective's primary focus.
It don't look good for you. Okay? It does not look good for you, Sean.
Okay.
You're the last one who drove freaking Matthew's truck. You parked it where it was, okay? So
And I told you where it was, and I was honest about it. I put my kids in the car.
Not till today. Not till
No,
today.
you pulled that video last time. I told you that I took my kids in the truck
And you went
parked
straight back to Kingman. You didn't tell me you parked it in Lubbock.
But Sean maintains that he didn't kill Matthew, Justin, and Jennifer, and that furthermore, he doesn't see how he could have.
I don't know how you would have a body come out of that house. I'm assuming there's video on
Maybe they just
the
don't
front.
eat. Maybe they just don't eat.
It's a body, like
Yeah.
they owe. How are you gonna get rid of a body?
The chilling answer to that question would soon begin to emerge in the most gruesome way imaginable. Sean is released from police custody on March 2nd. The next day, security footage shows a red pickup truck driving into the International Sunport Airport in Albuquerque. It goes unnoticed until late the following night when parking lot security officers inspect the truck and take note of a terrible smell.
Last night, the swing shift.
Okay.
I believe they stated that there was a suspicious vehicle that was parked in the garage.
We got passed down that this red Ford Red Ranger was here and had a foul smell to it. We looked at it, we couldn't really smell it but we caught slight whiffs of it.
Did the Plum Center finally notify?
Man, I don't know if y'all ever been around a dead body, but man, I feel like they stink so bad for a reason. You're supposed to find them.
Yeah, they called us.
Oh,
out
they
here
did? Okay.
just a little bit ago.
Yeah, because they said they weren't going to dispatch officers for plunging. Yeah, because I called it in, but there's a pretty foul smell coming from the vehicle.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's just kind of odd and out of place, especially with all the Tupperware in there. And
Yeah. Yeah.
What's Tupperware have to do with it?
Definitely weird.
Now on scene in the earliest hours of March 5th, officers with the Albuquerque Police Department begin to investigate the truck, unaware that they're on the verge of one of the most shocking discoveries of their careers.
Kind of smells. Kind of smells, but I mean, not to like decompose or anything. You know what I mean?
It may not be, maybe it's an animal, I don't know. It looks like
The skin with the hair that looked. Yeah, and some like hand saws through this window.
like they stared at it for a while.
Yeah.
There's something behind him.
Black plastic bag. And a tarp. I don't know what's under there.
And that looks like what I'm sure.
Yo,
What is that?
That's it.
Yeah.
that might be a
Those
lucky
loppers
murder
right there.
Yeah.
I can't tell if that's rust on it or I don't know. Like around the blade part, kind
Yeah,
of
it's
looks
dry
red,
blood, bro.
reddish.
That's Kool-Aid, dog.
I mean, could be rust, but based off what we're looking at, I mean, I don't know. This one just kind of smelled blood on that thing with the
Hello, young lady.
Hi there.
We have a suspicious situation here. There's a bunch of big couple worked up in the back, and it smells awfully bad.
Are you guys
Now, we kind of pulled one over, and it looks like there might be maybe a body part. I don't know.
She laughing.
So,
I don't know. Well, then I'm out of here. Just kidding.
You guys, if there is something like that, are you the one that authorized the homicide to come out?
I'll call my supervisor and tell him no, and then he'll come out and then we'll authorize it.
Look down.
Oh, look, it looks like there's like, oh, there's skin right there. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely, I find this suspicious. I thought you guys were just joking with me.
When crime scene
No.
investigators arrive, they
Not
begin
joking.
processing
Not
the
joking.
truck. Inside the bins, they find body parts.
Yo, they was out like that. They in bins in the truck bed, and they can't smell that.
A male torso in one, an intact female in another, and yet another, a second male torso with a blade still lodged in the rib cage. Ultimately, alongside bloody hand tools, all of the body parts are found in the bins, and they will be identified as the remains of Jennifer Lannon, Justin Mata, and Matthew Miller.
Say it is.
It's a stolen plate out of Grant.
The investigation continues as night turns into day, and the media gets wind of this shocking development.
Help you, sir.
What's the newspaper that closed up there?
Yeah, it is. All media is supposed to meet at the Sheraton.
Yeah, I saw that. Thanks.
Okay. How's it going? Did they send you guys this way already?
What?
Did they send you guys this way already?
The whole press conference thing is over.
Okay.
So we came over here to, we're going to do a little quick live shot.
The chilling discovery draws significant attention, but the investigation is only getting started. Police turn to the airport security cameras where they find their first lead, a man heading down the parking lot elevators right around the time the truck was dropped off. Combined with some other security footage, it gives the detectives a place to start.
We had a male that came from the parking garage and came down, and we've gotten to an ABC green cab.
Dang,
I think it's the
what?
green cap. We don't have ABC yet.
Why he think he was slick though? That's how he thought he was gonna get away with it. He was gonna drive the truck to the airport, park it there, and just take a cab back to the crib. You know, they got cameras there, bro. They got cameras all around the airport, bro. They're watching you from the door to the sky, bro. You're always on camera in the airport. Don't be confused. Nevertheless, I give you a C for effort. You feel me?
Part.
You definitely finna get caught though.
Yeah, green cap, sorry, green
Yeah.
cap. Okay.
I didn't see him get in, so I couldn't really answer that.
Okay. Do you recall anything about him?
I can't remember having a conversation.
Okay.
Like, I don't even, if there was a conversation, it was probably about the taxi or the bus. That's mostly what most of the people ask me.
Okay.
But honestly, I don't remember nothing.
Interviewing airport employees and taxi drivers doesn't get them much closer to the truth. But when Detective Turnian Grants gets a look at the security footage, he believes he knows exactly who it is in the video. None other than Sean Lannon.
Sean
The only problem is that
Look at them
Sean
big
is
ass
no longer
glasses.
in the area.
Yeah, I know his mom arranged for them to go back east, so luckily they went back east on Thursday, so.
Indeed, less than 12 hours before airport security noticed the mysterious red truck in their parking lot, Sean Lannon and his 3 children boarded a flight for New Jersey. He takes the kids to his mom's house in Gloucester County, New Jersey, where police are watching Sean's movements and waiting for him to separate from his kids. The plan is to move in and get the children to safety at that time. But in the meantime, police in Albuquerque have a new problem. Only 3 people have been reported missing in Grants, and they're accounted for by the victims in the bins. But in the passenger seat of that red truck, they found the body of another deceased man.
Oh my
His
God.
face destroyed with significant trauma. Underneath him, police found a short-handled sledgehammer. So who is the dead man in the passenger seat? They begin with the information they do have. The registered owner of the truck, a man by the name of Randall Apostolon. They track down his brother to see if they can find Randall and determine if he has anything to do with this tragic crime.
What's up?
Are you there? Are you Mark?
Yes, I am.
Mark?
Yes.
Okay, good. And is your mom Claire?
Excuse me?
Is mom? Is it your mom? You live here with someone? Grandma?
No, I don't.
No?
Gentlemen, what are you here for?
We're
Please
here.
get to the point.
Sure. Actually, we're looking for a fellow named Randall.
He is just playing like guess who at the door with this man. He's like, bro, yeah, what are you here for, bro? Stop asking questions and get on with it.
That's my brother.
Okay. Can I talk to you about him?
Yeah, would you like to come in?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
I'll get a mask on.
Thank you.
I really don't know where he is, to be honest with you.
Okay.
All he does is receive his mail here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
Can you just
go ahead and have a seat. I'll bring a chair.
do you know where he lives?
My brother's in transit. I mean, he has been since I had to buy his house because it was in foreclosure. May I ask what it's in reference to, or is it private because you guys can't tell me?
Well, it's a little bit private. It just we're looking for him, and we've got some questions for him.
Mark shares that his brother has struggled with addiction for years and has been homeless lately.
I truly think he's living out of his vehicle. I truly believe.
Tell me why you think that.
Oh, it's him then.
Because, let's see. Because he's been going from friend to friend, but the last friend I heard, and I don't know where the friend lives, booted him out last week.
Police eventually tracked down a man named Aaron, who may have been one of the last people to see Randall Apostolon. Aaron tells them that he was hanging out at the Family Dollar one day when a man approached him looking.
Those are scars on his face? Bro, don't do drugs.
For storage space because he had some boxes that needed to be stashed overnight.
He had to do it in a hurry because they were coming to tow his truck or something like that. I don't know if they were repoing it or he said someone was going to tow it, so I assumed they were repoing it. So he had to get his stuff out of it. So I said, all right. So I thought of Randy because I've been doing some work with him.
He said he introduced Randall to this stranger, and that was the end of his involvement.
That's about all I really remember. I remember that guy said he was ex-military. He had 3 kids at home. He said he had 3 daughters. He lived in a Pearl. I think somewhere up on the 2nd floor, and that's about all I remember him talking about.
If the spotlight of suspicion on Sean Lannon wasn't already bright enough, Aaron's story is the clincher. Sean is ex-military, has 3 children, and was living in the Pearl apartments with his friend Diana right up until the day he flew back to the East Coast. In New Jersey, the mission to peacefully separate Sean Lannon from his 3 children is a success. But Sean himself has escaped surveillance. According to his mother and sister, he went for a job interview in Virginia. Police don't know his actual whereabouts, and they certainly aren't prepared for what he plans to do next. In the meantime, Jennifer's family comes to terms with the growing likelihood that Sean was their daughter's killer.
She said, Mom, Sean would never let me go. I could never leave him because he told me that he would kill me first. He'd have to kill me first.
In Albuquerque, a positive identification is made on the body in the passenger seat of the truck. It's Randall Apostolon. After notifying his brother Mark, one detective must call him back with grim advice when the Ranger is released from evidence.
I do wish to absolutely warn you and encourage you, sir, that this truck, because of the bodies were hauled in it and the condition that they were in, that if you want to retain custody of the truck, you're going to need to have a professional cleaning crew, ones that specialize in crime scene or medical cleanup, go over the vehicle, because it said there's a the odor of the decomp, and there's blood inside of the vehicle. So if you're wishing to get
exactly what it looked like.
that's obviously it's your discretion, but that is what you would need to do.
And in a conversation with Sean's friend Diana, police finally reveal the truth about Jennifer.
Do they know anything? Do you know if she's okay?
Who?
Jen?
So, I'm going to be very direct with you. No, she's not okay.
Oh my God, bro. This is every parent's worst nightmare. Getting that police visit, bro. That's terrible, bro.
Not at all.
For kids, it's terrible. It's awful. My God, I hope he didn't do anything. I really don't. I don't think he would, but I don't know 100%. I don't know.
So if I add to that the fact that she's not the only one we found, and that we found Jasmine, and that we found his friend as well, all of them dead. Now what do you think?
I don't. God, I couldn't imagine anything happened to one person, never less 3.
But in East Greenwich Township, New Jersey, the death toll is about to rise once again.
Police communications.
Hello. I need an officer to check on someone for me, if that was possible.
A woman named Carol calls police, asking them to make sure her friend Michael Dubkowski is okay.
And how old is Michael?
Michael is, let me think, he's 66.
And why are we checking on him?
Well, I'm his friend, and I live up in Collingswood, and we check on each other because we both live alone, and we've been friends for a long time. And he got a new phone this weekend, and I keep dialing. I talked to him since he got it. I spoke to him this morning, and this afternoon, I called him, and he said, I have to call you back. And he never called me back, and his line is just busy, busy, busy.
Police head out to the house, having no
Hey, that's a W friend. That's a W friend, G. Hey man, check on my man.
idea that they're stepping into an ongoing horror story. When there's no answer, the officer tries lifting the garage door as much as possible to see inside.
County 1735, just confirming there should be a car here.
From in the garage.
All right, I was able to pull the door open just a little bit, a couple inches. I can see that there is no car here.
A curious neighbor soon walks over to the house.
I mean, and everything is locked. I mean, everything is locked up tight. Right, and that's my major concern. It seems like it's completely out of character.
News soon comes that could either explain the
It's out of character that he
situation
locks his doors. He said locked up tight, like opposed to what? Locked up loose. But yeah, that's crazy. My man said, "Yeah, nah, bro. All his doors is locked. G, something is off."
or make it much worse.
The car was in Camden City around 3:49. Yeah, which is right down the street from Walter Rand Station now. And with him having family in Boston, he takes 30th Street Station in Philadelphia there by train.
Okay.
So I'm hoping he went to Walter Rand Station, got the River Line over to 30th Street. I don't know. It doesn't seem right.
That's not Mike, no.
The police give the garage door another try, and this time they make entry. It's not long before they notice something that changes the tone of this wellness check completely.
And he broke a little. Get through there.
Damn, they just broke into his
See if
shit.
that's unlocked. Locked.
There's something. It's not even locked. Oh, that, you see that door?
What is it? Oh, the door's open?
Yeah, but look at this.
All right, sir, if you can hang out there for now.
All right. I didn't.
Yeah, let me go grab my gloves.
I'm just gonna kick this in.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my gloves. Can we push that door with something?
Man, kick that mug in, man. You got the right idea.
Police department.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. There's a.
All right.
Golly, he right there? Is that him? Oh man.
The scene is a gory one. On the floor lies Michael Dubkowski amidst a large amount of blood. He appears to have been bludgeoned to death.
County, if you could contact my on-call detective, Ross County Prosecutor's Office, and the county. We need that vehicle enter stolen also, please. Yeah. Unfortunately, sir, yes. Yeah.
Is he alive?
No, not at this time.
Oh,
but I would like you not to contact anybody.
Oh, absolutely.
If you want to hang at your house.
Was he marked?
I don't know, sir. I don't know. I have people coming out to check.
Okay.
Those investigators
I mean, he wasn't even bludgeoning himself to death. What the hell?
soon arrive, and the first officer on scene explains what they found inside. Before long, a familiar name comes up.
As soon as we go in, body's on the right-hand side, blood everywhere, and somebody covered his face with like a rag or a towel.
So do we have any idea who would have been here?
So the only person she can think of, she was saying earlier, he was a big, like big brother, big sister thing, to Lannon's out of Paulsboro.
Okay.
Sean Lannon, and she couldn't remember the other name.
Can I just hear that thing?
You know what that name is?
He's still in the wind, huh?
He doesn't remain so for long. The next night, Sean calls his mom and sister to tell them that he's extremely sorry for all the things he's done.
Yeah, bro.
He sees ghosts, and they lived in Franklin.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And he said there was a little girl ghost there. Then there was another ghost, and that was the ghost of her grandmother. And then that night, before he left my house, it was me and Sean and Tina, and he said, you know, there's a third ghost, and it's in here. And I said, Sean, there's only the Holy Ghost in here. No ghosts in here. And he said the first one's the little girl. The second one's Jen's grandmother. He said, but I'm not going to tell you who the third one is. There's something wrong with him.
Law enforcement tracks Sean's phone to Missouri, and in the early morning hours of March 10th, 2 days after the murder of Michael Debkowski, U.S. Marshals find Sean in Debkowski's car in St. Louis. They take him into custody without incident.
Sean is ex-military, though. I wonder what he did in the service.
In the SUV, they find a hammer and bloody clothing. What investigators don't know is that these 5 brutal murders may be only a small glimpse of the full horrifying story.
Bro, how many people do you gotta eliminate to become a serial killer in GTA? Like, this dude is a super threat to society. He looked crazy as hell. He seemed crazy as hell. And he doing crazy ass shit. And it's like, you can't even say that he's my man's tried to cover it up. I think anytime you try to cover it up and try to figure out a way to get away with it, you can't plead insanity. You can't plead insanity, bro. You know what you're doing. You know you're gonna get in trouble for it because you know that it's wrong. Like, for real, bro. You trying to your mama over here trying to play that insanity card, and it ain't gonna work on me. No, not me, cuz. Skip it up and that up.
Not only is Sean finally in custody, he's ready to talk. He says that after becoming sick with endocarditis, he fell behind on rent and was facing eviction. It was while he was strategizing a move back to New Jersey with the kids in January that he was faced with one of the darkest days of his life.
One day I took a walk to Walmart, pushed a double stroller empty to go get groceries. Pretty good walk from where I lived on Kingman Avenue to Walmart. A half hour into the walk, I realized I didn't have my food cart. So I turned around, came back, went in the front door, went down the hallway to get my food cart on my dresser. I noticed it was quiet, and the kids opened the door. Jen and Chester in there.
The detectives
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. He left and came back to grab his food card, came back, and Justin was smashing Jessica. Oh my God, Chad. This is a twist in the story. But best believe that, yeah, nah, bro, you come in and you see your lady and I guess her new dude or somebody, I guess, I don't know. They getting it on. Why do you even still live there, bro? I get y'all got kids together, but she's obviously moved on. Like, you just torturing yourself. So for the fact that you came back unannounced, bro, you walked into something that is kind of expected, bro. I honestly don't know. But nevertheless, you crashed out, and I don't think that was completely called for. I think you could have been a man about it and just grabbed your car and walked out and cried on the way to the store. Like, call me crazy, but I think you definitely deserve to go to jail. Skip it up and that up. And you're not crazy.
may anticipate Sean telling them that he killed Jennifer and Justin for the affair, but his actual story takes a far more bizarre turn.
Oh, so that was a lot.
Idiots. The kids grabbed my card. Justin said that they were with his girlfriend. I'm like, God, you idiot. Your girlfriend, your wife's got my kids, so you got your girlfriend.
So call the kids, nothing. Open the door, across your mind. It's pile of blankets, behind the blankets of the kids.
Sean says that he could tell immediately that something was terribly wrong with his children, ages 4, 6, and 7.
Pick up bags, pyramid shaped bags, right on top of them, no response. Pick up bags, not breathing. Doesn't seem like she's breathing, so flipping out. I put her against her, I could feel her, she got shallow breaths. Just tall ones. So I'm screaming at the two of them, like, what the f*** you do to the kids? I'm flipping out, like, what the f*** you do? Justin's putting on his clothes, comes in like, done this 100 times, man, like, they're fine. I'm like, they're not fine, they're not breathing. What you do? Because when they drugged them something in their medicine.
Bro, what?
They said they also blew heroin smoke.
Bro, what? Oh my God! Chat, they drugged the kids and him blew. Oh my God! They said they blew heroin smoke in their face. Gee, what type of parents are these? Gee, this is insane. Okay, now this is a reasonable crash out. Bro. Now, if you actually telling the truth and you ain't really hurt these kids, like I don't know, man. We gotta let this play out. This is getting wicked, chat. This is getting wicked.
In their faces.
Sean says he grabbed a can of Narcan from the garage and tried to use it to revive the children, but the effort failed, leaving him with very few options.
Jen didn't think I was being serious. She comes in, looks at Savvy. She grabs Sean Michael. She's got on pulse. She's not breathing on pulse. I'm like, I know. I check Sean. He's got pulse. She starts saying that she killed the Garrison baby. That's it. We conceived Sean and Garrison like just.
Okay, yeah. Sean's son is the Garrison baby. Okay.
So ran out the room, out the house immediately. At this point, we're just crying and holding the kids. Jen's adamant she's gonna overdose on the heroin.
What?
She kisses the kids on the forehead, all 3 of them. This is I'll see in a minute. She goes to do all of it. I took her back and I put her on the couch in the living room.
Sean then walks detectives through the very moment he took Jennifer's life.
Jen was already out with the heroin. It wasn't enough to take her life. So she wanted to make sure she went too, for sure. So I realized she was breathing. She wasn't going to OD. I went in the other room, psyched myself up, repeating that kind of emotionally charged statement of, you killed the Garrison baby. So I had enough whatever to do. Alright.
Oh my God.
Put the pistol behind her head and I pulled the trigger. Level.
But Sean says he had no intention of going on either. Before he could bring this day to its ultimate end, however, something unexpected happened.
My son cried out. I was like, what the f*** do I do now? Pull the trigger, kid's gonna see both of our heads blown off. I thought they were dead.
Sean says that he put the gun away. Instead of calling 911, he says he somehow revived the children, though he never explains how. And with his wife now dead, Sean was forced to pretend to friends and family that she was still alive.
A couple weeks afterwards, I got.
Yo, those kids look okay in the surveillance video. That's interesting, Sean. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. You might be lying. I hope. Honestly, that's a really bad lie to tell, bro. That's a really, really bad lie to tell on a dead person, bro. That's really messed up if you lying, dog.
A text from Doug, but I know it wasn't from her. And
it was
she
early
says,
within that
she says,
second or third week.
She says, I can't, it wasn't that. It was just, I can't afford my drugs anymore. which, first of all, she would never say that to me.
Right, she'd never be that direct with you.
No.
Oh, no.
No, she never would. And so I texted back, what have you been doing? You know?
Right.
And somebody texted back using his phone, Jennifer's phone that she was using at the time, the number that I had on my phone. I've been sleeping with people. I've been sleeping with this guy. We started formulating an idea that, something was wrong.
Things were only getting more wrong by the day. Sean tells the investigators that he also impersonated Jennifer in text messages to lure Justin back to the house the following week.
Oh
Took
my
like a week.
God.
I came to the house. So, alright. In the laundry room, connected to the garage. That's where I killed him. Just before I killed him, he offered up a trade. His phone had pictures of Shawn Michael sitting there naked in my living room with, I don't know what his name was, William or Matthew Miller, whatever that his name is, with his, on my son's shoulders.
Bro, what?
So, I was tempted to let him go. I was like, who sent you this picture? He's like, I don't know it's real. He's like, I took the picture. I was like, well, you took that picture, and you just got in the picture. So, I said, there is, he was right over the vent where Jen would hide her heroin. And he wanted to know if he could do a shot of heroin before it took his life. So I said, well, if you find any in the vent. So he literally was looking down in the vent. He didn't see it coming. And I shot him in the back of the head.
God damn. Oh shit. Oh shit, Chad. My man's is taking everybody out, like execution style, bro. Sean is something else. And it's crazy. He looks so like weak and feeble the first few times he was in the interrogation room. He had his glasses was all like down, and he just looked like weak. It's like, nah, bro, you look like a whole different dude right now. Sean ain't gonna hold you.
At least partially matches a story Sean told a woman named Joanne, with whom he stayed for a couple of days before moving to Albuquerque to live with Diana. She told police that he'd gone back to the Grants' house to feverishly clean the place, scrubbing so hard he got blisters on his hands. Sean told her that there was a, quote, blood mess in one of the vents from someone who died. But even with Jennifer and Justin dead, Sean wasn't done.
Probably that kid comes over, William or Matthew.
Bro, a blood mess in a vent sounds absolutely disgusting, bro. Oh my God.
Comes over with Felicity, his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. She looked like she was like 12 years old. And they shouldn't hurt anyone, they don't have to. So he's like, they're looking for money for anything. I'm like, I'll give you a food card. I was like, just take like $40. And I was like, all I need is later in the week, give me a ride to get some water. I'm having electric or no water. So one of those times he came back, he didn't have Felicity. And that's when I shot him in the back of the head. So I asked him about the thing with my son. He said that it wasn't his idea, and I was like, what do you mean it wasn't his? You have an erection in the picture, like.
Bro, what?
You can't force someone to have an erection in your child, man.
Whoa, yeah, you gotta go, bro.
Sean says even that wasn't supposed to be the end of his vengeance. Before he was killed,
just taking out
Justin
everybody,
gave him
bro.
one more name, a name that was on the police radar as a person of interest in the early stages of the investigation.
I also had pictures of Daniel Lemos.
Oh, dog.
Same name. I never got my hands on Daniel Lemos. I fully intended. That's where I was heading back to New Mexico for yesterday. I was going to finish that.
Damn. He said, yeah, I was heading back to work yesterday and I was going to finish that shit. God damn. I mean, don't get me wrong, bro. What the hell? Somebody taking these type of crazy ass pictures with your sleeping child, bro? What are you on? What are you on, bro? Y'all all gotta meet y'all maker. Y'all all gotta meet y'all maker. And I ain't gonna feel bad about it. It's crazy because I'm almost on Sean's side at this point. What the hell?
Skip it up and that up. You know where Danny is.
If I did, it'd be in the box.
After tossing Danny's name at police as an alternative suspect, Sean finally admits that he had nothing to do with the murders. When investigators catch up to Danny, they learn two things. One, he did indeed take the gun out of Sean's bag only to turn around and quickly sell it for cash. And two, he has no idea what Sean is talking about in regards to inappropriate pictures.
He says you were doing something with Matthew and Justin and one of their kids.
No, I'm sorry, that's an outright lie. I don't know what he said, but...
Hey, he should still have the picture though, right? The picture should be retrievable. The picture should be retrievable to corroborate the story. So come on now. Hopefully you ain't lying. You better not be lying on a crazy shit like this, bro. For real.
If it's got anything to do with kids shot in, no, never. Never that. And I'll put that on my last name, I'll put that on my dad, I'll put that on everything I know.
I believe you, Danny.
I would never do that.
I believe you, Danny. I believe you.
In the immediate aftermath of the murders, Sean says his primary concern was hiding the bodies. This involved work he says he took no pleasure in, starting with Jennifer.
So I pretty much slid her into a storage bin, a long one. The sheets that were around here, the bedding was in the bag for the most too.
Oh man.
A day later, I had to try to dismember her to put her in containers. It worked. It's awful and traumatic. Just thinking about it. It still haunts me.
To dismember someone? Oh my God. Like, do you know how long that's gonna actually take? Oh. Yeah, you wouldn't get. I mean, you still gotta send those pictures to the police, though. You have to send those pictures to the police. Like, I don't know. I don't know. You can't save them, but yeah, I don't know. I turned myself in. And this is why I did it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's like, yeah, no, they had to go. I do my time. It is what it is at this point.
Wasn't long before he was back at it again, this time with Justin.
I had to dismember him at some point a day or two later. It disgusted me. It was gross. I let him. I had to work up the nerve just to move his body. So there's so much blood. That's why I had to pull the floor up in that room.
Sean says he did the same to Matthew after killing him.
It was awful.
It wasn't awful, bro. You did this shit to 3-4 different people. You did this shit to 3 people. What was it for? Yeah, I think it was 4 people, bro. Cause he got Michael too. Oh my God. Oh, bro, you are a sick individual, bro. To dismember these people is absolutely crazy. To kill them is one thing. But it's like when you get to chopping the bodies up and trying to hide it, like, bro, you are in too deep, bro. You are in too deep. It's like, this is the shit that they make movies out of, bro. And I still don't know if you are on the right side. I still don't know if you lying or not, bro. Something in the back of my head is just telling me that this story is a little bit made up, bro. And it may be an ego thing. It may have been an ego thing with you killing Justin and Jennifer, because obviously he was hitting your chick. Like, I don't know. I can't wait. Let's see how this play out, chat.
It was the most awful thing I've ever seen in my life. The only thing I remember thinking is that one dude was fat was I gotta get up. He's so fat. I knew I had to get to displace the socket on his hip. You know?
Oh, what? Why do you know this?
While you're in grants and all this stuff is happening in your house, the kids are in the house?
The kids, I would do it at night when the kids were asleep. Or I'd have an activity set up, like, you'd be in their room and set up a whole freaking activity, and, you know, it's like, it takes that long to do it, but, yeah.
Bro, you're the boogeyman, bro.
No.
Sean says he stored the totes containing the bodies in a friend's SUV. which he kept parked at the Pearl Apartments in Albuquerque where he and the kids were staying with Diana. But when his friend demanded the vehicle back, he knew he had to find a new storage solution before heading home to New Jersey.
How'd you get in touch with Randy? How did Randy get into this?
I would go over to the Family Dollar just to get stuff for the kids to eat. Mm-hmm. Some guy was like, "Oh, you have any food? You have any money? Anything?" I gave him a couple bucks, and then when I needed storage, I said, "You know, anyone that needs storage? Like, I need to use a storage area in your truck to move stuff." Mm-hmm. He's like, "Oh, my buddy will." So he put me in contact with Randy.
Sean tells the detectives that Randall Apostolon arrived at the Family Dollar only a few minutes later.
It's like, $150 because we need gas and all this other. And I was like, okay. And we get there. The storage area was full.
His or?
Yeah.
Where were you going to pick up the totes from? Now, where are they at?
They were in the back of the truck at the Pearl.
Still in the Pearl, okay.
Yeah. So I loaded them up. And we actually go there to where he used to be living. There's a storage thing and it's full. And he doesn't have the key. So I'm like, this is a game or something? So at some point driving around, he's like, "I'm going to take you back." And I was like, okay.
Sean says Randall took him to the Pearl Apartments and told him to get the totes out of his truck.
And I'm like, what? And he's like, "Yeah, you're lucky I don't say nothing about what's in the boxes." He said something. No.
Yo.
I don't know why he said something stupid.
Bro, why would you say something like that? But like, damn, you just eliminating people like that? You snapping people out the game like Thanos, bro. What? And look at this man's face. He has no remorse at all. It's like the last dude supposedly was innocent, right? He just made a crazy statement and you just, well, off with your head. It's like, bro, what? You're a crazy person. I'm truly curious. What was your assignments in the military, bro? I'm really curious to understand, what did you experience? Because it's like,
oh, brother, this guy stinks.
I touched him a couple times in my hand. He just, I don't know, I thought he was out. And he started that, it's called like the death curdle or whatever. So then I grabbed the hammer and proceeded to, I think I threw something over his face at that point. I might have, maybe not right off the rip. I think I had a couple more times I hit him with the hammer and then put something over his face because there was blood on the window. Mm-hmm. It was disgusting. It's horrible.
You don't think
Sean then reveals something even more shocking than the fact that he killed Randall in broad daylight in the parking lot of the apartment complex.
I backed into position, cleaned up, covered everything, and cleaned up my hands as best I could. I walked in the door of Diana's apartment, and in 5 minutes, knocked on the door was the police.
In an unreal coincidence, Sean was arrested on a battery warrant that very day, making Randall one of the only victims they can tie to an exact date, February 24th, 15 days earlier. That he was able to calmly deny any role in the disappearances of the Grants 3 with fresh blood on his hands makes his monotone confession today all the more chilling.
Exactly.
This may sound kind of self-explanatory, but why kill Randall? Like, what was the thought process?
He was going to make me take the stuff out of the vehicle. Trying to get me, but he could keep it for another $300. Like, he was fleecing me for the money. Came down to a decision. So yeah, I killed him to use the truck. Sorry.
It was that truck that he later parked at the Sunport Airport in Albuquerque, where it was quickly discovered by security, propelling this gruesome story into the spotlight and giving the detectives upsetting details to share with family members.
Gee, that's 5 people. That's 5 people, Chad. He killed the last dude because he needed the truck.
So, the way it was the totes that contained Jennifer's body was in one tote in the bed of the truck. Oh, and then there was a few other totes arranged also in the bed of the truck that contained.
I don't think this was about vengeance. Because he killed one dude because he needed his truck. He killed another dude because it's like, What do you say? You lucky I don't say nothing. It's like the other, what, 3 people supposedly were actually bad people, right? They hurt the kids. That's why he killed them people. But the last 2 was just like, I don't know. You got like a taste of blood and couldn't stop, bro. I don't know what your problem is, but the last 2 makes me doubt the first 3. You know what I mean?
And the dismembered parts of both Justin and Matthew.
They each had their own container.
Several containers for that.
Oh, that's right.
And there were a few that were in the cab of the truck, along with Rondo Apostolone's body, which was stuffed down under the passenger and the passenger seat and wrapped in a tarp.
The sheer horror of what their son-in-law did is almost too much to bear.
Yeah, look at him. Don't get me wrong, he do look crazy, but he don't look that dangerous. You look like he could beat Joe. He look like you could beat his ass, right? This guy ain't standing on nothing. I ain't scared of this guy. Yeah. Say that. Watch your ass be number 6.
There.
I can't believe he did that with all the lies. But I'm glad
Yeah, he's a complete psychopath, bro. He's a psychopath.
I don't want to see him. I don't want to talk to him. I want to know.
And the fact that he runs in this this drug circle, you know, that don't make it no better. You could tell that he already is unstable mentally. And yeah, nah, bro. You need softer drugs, my boy.
Why? What gave him the right?
Yeah.
Who said that he could do that to his children's mother, to Aubrey and Andrew's mother, to our daughter? What gave him the right?
But Sean Lannon wasn't done yet, even after flying to New Jersey with his children.
Last thing on my list was the man that made his child, my big brother. Big brothers, big sisters, whatever.
Come on, man.
They got too.
Sean says he went to the house of Michael Debkowski, the man who had mentored him in the Big Brother program. He alleges that Michael had taken explicit photos of him as a kid, and he wanted them back.
He didn't want to give me the pictures, so I started beating him. They didn't give me the pictures. It took his life. So, I'm proud of that. I'm proud of it. He expired the moment that I realized I had time to finish it. He could have just given me the pictures. We'd argue and fight about it. It become a problem. It was horrible, too.
I don't know. I guess, you know, don't get me wrong. If he's telling the truth, man, I applaud this man. But I think you feel me, if he lying for the off chance that all of this is like fabricated, bro, throw his ass underneath the jail, bro, for real. Man, I hope you ain't lying, dude. I really hope.
No one gave about me when I was for 2.5 years. It doesn't justify it. I feel bad.
In the course of their investigation, the police speak to Gabby, Diana's daughter, and a longtime nanny to Sean's children.
Sean's able to get the pictures back.
That's what he told me.
Tell you what he did with them after that.
He told me he burned them.
How convenient, bro. Oh my God. So you get these pictures back that will definitely corroborate your whole story. It will literally, you know what? If I was an investigator, if I was like a judge or a prosecutor, and it's a man standing here saying that he had to eliminate his abuser, you know what? His childhood abuser, bro, you know, he gotta go, man. It's like yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with that. That true vengeance is true vengeance. True vengeance is true vengeance. And it's like, if he telling the truth, then let him off. But if he lying, like I said, under the jail he goes. She said he burnt the photos. Chat, what do y'all think? Maybe I'd have a terrible judge of character. y'all really think this man burnt these photos?
Or got rid of them somehow, and I was like, I don't know why you do that. That would be like your only defense.
Exactly.
If this actually happened. I was like, it was kind of stupid to do that, but.
Indeed, Sean's allegations about Mike Debkowski are unverifiable, even by those who know him best.
I didn't know that he had potential from his big brother. I didn't know that. I was like, maybe I'm a little bit too naive at times. I didn't pick up on anything like that.
We knew Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mike was at plenty of birthday parties and dinners at the house, and
He was a big brother that stayed in his life.
Yeah.
He was his father figure. He was. And for him to do that to him it's just and the reason why he said he did it.
All right, so everybody's saying Uncle Mike is not a bad guy. Agent, you say you believe that he lying and he needs to be locked up.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Man, I might have to agree with you, brother. I might have to agree with you, man. It's not looking good for Sean. Sean seems like a piece of shit, to be completely honest.
well, I knew Jen had said that he was when he was a kid. They never said Uncle Mike.
According to an internal newsletter from the company Mike Debkowski worked for, Mike was named Big Brother of the Year in 1985 for...
Wait, and another thing is, if he burnt these photos, just tell me where you burnt them at. Let's go look at the burn site. Tell me where you burnt something at. And it's like, if you can't even show me a burn site, like, you feel me? You don't get rid of the ashes. So yeah, no, bro, it's got to be something there. It's something there. So I just think all of these reasons are the reasons that he's committing these crimes are just too good, and he doesn't have any proof to back up these reasons. He's just accusing people and taking vengeance on people that he can't even prove their crime. It's just what he says. It's just his words. So I don't know. This is definitely getting wicked, chat.
Gloucester in Camden County. The newsletter actually quotes a then 11-year-old Sean Lannon as saying, "I'm happy to have Mike as my big brother. He acts very nice and we do lots of things with him. I hope he's elected as Big Brother of the Year."
And then at the time when I was around maybe 13 or something, the nature of it changed, so it started being inappropriate.
Okay.
Him and I only, my brother didn't go, we went on a trip to the Grand Canyon or something.
Okay.
And it was like the worst, so at that point he me several times over 2.5, 3 years.
The truth of what Mike Debkowski did or didn't do may forever remain a mystery.
And it's like, bro, you giving these crazy allegations to people that are dead now, bro. It's like they can't even defend themselves. I think that's a shitty thing to do, Sean.
Just as there is no evidence proving that the other victims had preyed upon Sean's son. However, there is evidence that at least some of these murders were carefully premeditated, and it comes straight from Sean's mouth.
So we have bodies in the bins and the tools. Like, what did you use to clean up the blood in the garage and all that?
There wasn't a whole lot of blood in the garage. I was preparing. I literally had on the ground. It was like I was like a pop. Like I already had cleaned that tarp and plastic down. Like, I'm not the dumbest guy. Like, and I had to take justice, so I was prepared. There was stuff down most times, but if I didn't, I remember the fat kid felt kind of weird. It's like my hand was, I guess, in part of his brain and picked up by his head, his hair, and kind of wiggled it back onto when I had to contain it. You know, it's disgusting.
So you had like you had stuff laid out as what you're
Some of it not very well, what I had available.
And where did that stuff go?
Some of it I washed off and slowly trickled into the trash.
Regardless of motives proven or otherwise, the detectives seem to have everything they need to prosecute Sean Lannon for the 5 murders he's committed since the first of the year. But
yeah, buddy, none of those reasons justify murder, bro. Well, actually, in my opinion, they do, but you're definitely lying. Yeah, my thing is, most of the time in those Boy Scout Big Brother programs, when it's situations where someone's being inappropriate, it's it's very rare that it's only with one child. You know, they normally pick and choose who they try that shit with. And like, yeah, no, that's a great point, agent, that ain't nobody else came forward. Over the last 40 years, ain't nobody come forward. So yeah, man. Yeah, man, this is some crazy shit. This is some crazy shit.
nothing could have prepared them for the next revelation.
What about the other people he said he killed?
The other 11, that's still under investigation.
And we heard you mention 11 other people in New Mexico, is that right?
Mm.
What part?
And their bodies are in the, you know where the Malpine builds up? Around Grants. Between the, what was that? East and westbound. Someone would have dropped them there. Some outlet went into, and took the exit to view the Malpine, dropped some in there.
Malpai?
Malpine.
Malpai? Oh, Malpai.
The lava tubes, lava.
The lava tube caves at El Malpais National Monument actually require a caving permit, and solo cavers are not allowed. The terrain is harsh, and even the official website warns visitors that the caves are strenuous to investigate.
How long, what was the time frame of these?
Two and a half, 3 years ago, started.
Yeah, bro, you're a maniac, bro. You're a serial killer and a maniac.
And arm wanting something.
And how did you, just straight up, how did you kill those people?
In the end, I mean, I didn't have a pistol and a rifle or anything like that. So the first 2 or 3, a fight ensued. Freaking one of them got shot with their own gun. And 2 with a knife from the kitchen. And then, in the end, a pistol.
Sean says he killed these people to protect Jen.
Came in the house. And the one time I stayed in the back with the kids. The one came in, started beating the f*** out of Jen. He had his girlfriend with him. I don't think he realized I was there. So at that point, yeah, it was always something relative to Jen.
The idea that Sean had already killed 11 people before going on this current murder spree is horrific, but investigators are skeptical.
The thing is, I mean, if you have 11 people that go missing, I don't think they have 11 people missing.
That's good.
I mean,
that's good.
I know, but I mean, you're saying that you killed them and put them in there.
Yeah.
I mean, are they because they're illegals or?
I don't know what they were.
Anybody ever ask questions where these people were?
In addition to the odd fact that 11 people had apparently gone missing without leaving the slightest trace, the police also hear several different versions of how Sean came to use the Malpais lava tubes for their final resting place.
Sorry.
How do you find the Malpais?
And took the tour with the kids once. Like, every time there was someone missing, they're like, I'm sure they're in the Malpai. That's where I got the idea to do it. What's the Malpai? Lava tubes. I didn't know what to do with them. She's like, take it to the Malpai. I'm like, okay.
Jen told you that?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you just said you got the idea from going on a tour with the kids. And now you just said Jen gave you the idea? Lock them up. Man, that's a whole nother thing. It's been cases where these allegations has actually been true. And the thing is, the allegations are normally supported by multiple people. it's normally reported and unfortunately ignored a lot of times, but it's at least on record. You know what I mean? Like people know of it. It's the word around town that like this might be happening. You know what I mean? And even if he's never caught in the act, people still know like, yeah, nah, this guy is weird. I don't think Uncle Mikey had that same reputation. And for the fact that you got 11 people up out of here, bro, 11 people and all of them they just keep being bad guys. You just keep attracting bad guys and having to eliminate them. It's like, what? Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. And then you keep blaming other people for why you're doing what you're doing. Like, you're a complete psychopath. Look at him. He looked like Michael Applegate right there. He looks exactly like Heaven's Gate. The he was a cult leader back in, like, I want to say the 90s or something, that basically convinced this group of innocent people to partake in a mass exodus, and because he said it was a spaceship on the other side of the moon or some crazy thing. Nevertheless, he looks exactly like the guy. Bro, this is interesting, bro. This is truly interesting because you really didn't have to do any of this. I don't even think you are. Are you on drugs? Is he on drugs too? I know everybody in the circle was like involved in that lifestyle, but is he also an addict? Because it's like you need help. You need real help, like straight jacket help, bro. You need a straight jacket for real, bro. You look like you probably eat people at the end of the day. It's like you cutting them up and ditching them in the lava tubes. That's insane. That's complete insanity. And you know what you doing, bro. You bogus. Cause you fabricating too much bogus stuff to try to make yourself seem innocent. So I know you off the rocker, bro. You definitely off the rocker.
And indeed, he apparently told Gabby something completely different about where the bodies went.
From what he told me, those other 11 people, when he was working for the refinery, he put in the caustic tank, and that acid will eat through everything.
To this day, police in New Mexico haven't found any of the victims Sean claims to have killed prior to 2021, and have not charged him with anything in relation to those crimes. The possibility that he invented the story raises serious questions about his psychological state, which his mom says may be linked to his time in the military.
When he graduated high school, he went into the Army for 5 years. And he went to Kosovo, which, if you know the history of Kosovo, it was a violent mass grave, Milosevic, ethnic cleansing. I mean, it was just like a nightmare. But he saw atrocities there. Again, I'm not justifying anything he's done. I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you what I see.
Nah, man, that's crazy. I called it from the beginning. It's like, what did he experience in the military? I feel like, I don't wanna give him any type of like alibi because obviously he's a piece of shit human being, but there is a mental toll that certain atrocities, they can take a toll on you. And PTSD is real. Being desensitized to violent acts is a real thing, and it's almost glorified in the military. So, I think it's a little bit more to it. That doesn't excuse his actions. It doesn't excuse all of the lies that he tried to rationalize in his actions. Like, none of this is a actual. It's not a true rationale. I think the individual really needed help, and I think our country failed him. To be honest, I think our country failed him, and this is what happens. This is what happens when our military and our veterans don't get the right support back home. So, hey, Man, stay in school, kids. Stay in school.
He didn't see back the same young man he went over with. He told me there could be no God because of what he saw.
In the end, Sean concludes with a statement of remorse about what he's done.
Sorry for the destroying their lives. Kids especially. Glad they made it back home. Doesn't justify.
His casual apology may lead investigators to wonder whether he is truly sorry, but he won't have to convince a jury of his sincerity. Though he initially pled not guilty to the 4 murders in New Mexico, he made a plea agreement with prosecutors that saw his murder charges reduced from first to second degree. This agreement also saw his tampering with evidence charges dismissed.
What?
The judge sentenced him to 15 years each for the murders of 39-year-old Jennifer Lannon, 21-year-old Matthew Miller, 40-year-old Justin Mata, and 60-year-old Randall Apostolon, giving Sean Lannon a total of 60 years in prison. However, it will be a while before he serves those sentences.
Now, will he be tried here in New Jersey first?
My understanding right now, that's kind of what's going to happen, so...
Sean Lannon pled guilty to the first-degree murder of 66-year-old Michael Debkowski, for which he was sentenced to 35 years in prison. He'll serve out his New Mexico sentences upon release, which means a total of 95 years in prison for the 5 murders. He's currently incarcerated at New Jersey State Prison.
Yo, he looks like Mini-Me. Am I tweaking? Am I tweaking, chat? He looked like Mini-Me. Rest in peace. Bro, what the hell? Why do you look like this, bro? Hell no. Hey. Damn, he got a little tattoo on his face. Yeah, no, he know he in that motherfucker for life. He in that motherfucker for life. Yeah,
And in Trenton, he and Jennifer's 3 children have been adopted by Jennifer's brother, Christopher. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us...
Hey, man. W video, bro. WW video. And you know what? All I really want to say is, I do believe that, like, bro, you tried to cut these bodies up, bro. Come on, man. Why my camera not going to my face, though? What we on? You tried to cut these, man. What are you doing, bro? You ain't even get in trouble for the tampering of evidence. And I think that's just crazy, bro. That's truly inhumane for the fact that that's what you own, bro. For real. There we go. Yeah, nah, bro. That can't be the type of timing you own, man. That's not cool at all. So in reality, he claiming 11 bodies, but they only got him for what, 5? They gave him 15 for each, and then what? They gave him 15 for 4 bodies, and then 35 for the 5th. I low-key missed the reason why, bro. But anybody that cut bodies up, bro, anybody that literally like disrespects a corpse in such a way, they should definitely get charged with it, bro. You should definitely. It's like assault to a corpse, bro. You can't just go disrespecting the dead, bro. That's not cool at all. Man, this dude Sean is a special individual that really needs a special ass punishment, bro. I feel sorry for all the children involved. To be completely honest, I think they should have did some type of toxicology report on these kids. G, why the kids couldn't get interviewed? And they could have easily testified whether or not Jennifer blew some freaking heroin smoke into their face. Like, what? Like, it's so many things that could have just been like cleared up instantly just by like asking a third party a question to corroborate his story. Or you could bring in a freaking proof that will assure your innocence, will at least help rationalize your actions. But the thing is, you ain't have none of that. So you just off the dome, just telling this story. You just telling this story about all of these people. And it's absolutely insane, bro. It's like you doing this to people just because they don't want to help you get rid of these bodies. And somebody said, nah, bro, you gotta pay $300 if you want to use my truck. That's bogus as hell, bro. So you gonna kill him in GTA? Like, nah, bro, you absolutely bogus. You absolutely bogus. And I don't think they should allow him to drop to plea into a second degree. That don't sit right with me. Best believe that, like, he had no remorse. He had no remorse in anything that he did. G. He had no remorse. And for the fact that he lied about it, it's like, yeah, nah, bro. I don't think that they even should have let him reduce to a second degree. Nonetheless, though, to keep it a buck, my man's is going to die in jail. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't believe he deserved to see the light of day. I do want to thank him for his services, his time in the military. I don't take his experience lightly. Possibly he experienced some crazy shit over there that kind of like threw his wiring off to the point where he's like able to commit such heinous acts with no regard to human life. But, like, you know, it's bigger than me. It's honestly bigger than me, and it's too much for me to actually have a solid opinion on because I've never experienced it. So, to be honest, I think it'd be a little bit disingenuous for me to say, you know, he lacked mental toughness or this happened or that happened. I still have faith in everybody that, you know, no one's born bad. No one's born psycho. You know what I mean? It's all personally, I believe that it's all some type of product of your environment. It's nurture and not nature. That's just me though. That's just me. Oh man, something's wrong with my little stream deck here. But you know what? I really enjoyed that. We're gonna keep the ball rolling. This video is not as long, but yeah, this is a doozy. So with not much left to say, we're gonna jump right into this second video. I might have to refresh it.
Hacker, please, just come out.
Hold on before we get into it. You know what? That's a good point. That's a really good point, Snick. You say it probably reduced it so they ain't got to waste the time, money, and the public resources is going to trial. Yeah. Whether it was first, second, yeah, he was all gonna go for the rest of his life. That's a really good point. That's a really, really good point. Yeah. Why prolong this? You guilty. You guilty anyway. Let's get this over with. All right, chat. We're gonna jump into this next video. It's gonna be entitled "Daughter Finds Mother's Decapitated Body in the Backyard." What the hell? What the hell is going on, bro? Why is the first thing everybody want to go to is the chopping up of the corpse? Like, that's not the method. That's not the method. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know the method, but I guarantee you that's not the way, bro. That's not the way. Let's get right into it, chat. It's about to get wicked.
Outside. How you doing? Is Martha here? She's probably at her boyfriend's house.
30 days ago, 53-year-old David Callahan
Why does he sound like this? What the hell?
killed his girlfriend, Martha, and buried her body in his own backyard. David thinks he's gotten away with his horrific crime.
What's up with these middle-aged white men with this bald ass haircut. It's like between him and Sean, they almost look alike. That's crazy.
Martha was mentally ill, had few friends, and no one was supposed to come looking for her. Martha's daughter, Kim, was the only person concerned about her mother's whereabouts.
If I come up missing or dead, there's no accident. And he has told her before, I'm gonna get your ass and nobody's ever gonna find you.
What's your concern?
That he killed her.
Kim thinks David had...
Bro, why is the police so nonchalant and like they assholes that kind of just lack compassion sometimes, bro? That's crazy. It's like you can see this woman is obviously like she's worried, bro. She's excited over her mother's whereabouts. She's like, where the hell is she? Nevertheless, she's highly concerned. You like, so what's your issue?
Something to do with her mother's disappearance, but with no proof of a crime, officers don't believe her.
Would you have been surprised at all if she's laying dead in there? Or shoved in a tub?
Well, nothing surprises.
Yeah, that's like a horror movie.
However, in the weeks that follow, Kim will do everything in her power to find Martha, force police to act, and lead them to one of the most gruesome discoveries of their lives.
Seems like a body part.
It's about to get wicked, Jack.
In the early hours of a Monday morning, police
One day before Martha's disappearance,
in Akron receive a call from a woman asking for a restraining order against her boyfriend. The caller is 53-year-old Martha Robin Freytag. She's already known to officers for her history of schizophrenia and the frequent domestic disputes involving her boyfriend, David Callahan. Their relationship was unstable, constantly breaking up and getting back together, leaving officers unsure whether each new call was a real emergency or just another one of their fights. But this time would be different, because when officers arrive at the couple's house, they have no idea that a murder will take place just minutes from now. And this will be the last time Martha is ever seen alive.
No, I don't like that. I know, I really don't like it.
Hi.
Hi. What's going on?
Huh? Did you call us? Yes, I did. Okay.
What's going on?
I'm going to reinstate something I had 14 months ago. Statute of limitation, I think, beside me is 10 years, right?
So you want to restate something you already said, and they're already investigating it, and you're just telling us about it again, is that correct?
Well, I don't know if they're investigating or not. All I know is I got a restraining order from them, and then I've been waiting for her to get some mental help, because he's supposed to go down the first path. First of all, it wasn't supposed to be explored at all.
As Martha speaks, her words are scattered, and she makes little sense to officers. Her behavior just seems erratic, like another episode of confusion or paranoia. But in reality, Martha is masking genuine fear that officers don't pick up on. Because what they don't know is that her boyfriend, David, is standing inside the house, waiting for the moment officers drive off, so he can make sure this is the last time she ever calls them.
Yo. So wait, what was she actually saying? So she wasn't being crazy right here, chat. She was low key trying to signal to the police, like in code, that like nah, bro, he right here, he behind. Let me play this back, man. Hold on.
I don't like that. I know, I really don't like it.
Hi.
Hi. What's going on?
Huh? Did you call us? Yes, I did. Okay.
What's going on?
I'm going to reinstate something I had
I want to reinstate something that happened 14 months ago.
14 months ago. Statute of limitation, I think,
A sexual case, grape and sodomy, 10 years, right?
sodomy is 10 years, right?
So you want to restate something you already said, and they're already investigating it, and you're just...
All right. Why would she say that? What's the purpose of her saying that? She should say like yeah, no, y'all I don't know, man. That's a crazy cold word to pick up on, man. I don't know. She not clear enough. That's crazy.
Telling us about it again, is that correct? Well, I don't know if you're investigating or not. All I know is I got a restraining order from them in the night. We were waiting for her to get some mental help because you're supposed to go down the first pass. First of all, it wasn't supposed to be explored at all.
As Martha speaks her...
I don't know, Chad. I don't know if she was really trying to give clues, G. I don't know.
And then, I don't know. What are you doing over there?
I'm talking to you.
And why are you over there like that?
Because I want to be.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to the guy downtown.
Okay.
As strange as it looks, officers don't think much of the interaction. They walk away, dismissing Martha as unstable, unaware they've just left her alone with the very man who's about to kill her.
Come on, man.
In the hours after police left, David snapped. Inside, he was furious that Martha called the police on him again. He grabbed a wooden axe handle and struck her in a fit of rage. When she collapsed, he wrapped a rope around her neck and pulled until she stopped moving. Once Martha was dead, David sealed her body inside a plastic bag and waited for nightfall. Then, under the cover of darkness, he carried her outside, burned her body, and buried it in a shallow pit behind the house. To David, it was over. A woman with schizophrenia, few friends, and a history of false alarms. No one would ever come looking for her. What he completely overlooked is that Martha's daughter Kim will soon be on to him, slowly solving her own mother's brutal murder. Over the next few days, Martha stops responding to everyone, including her daughter, Kim. And after several days of silence and
Abby, you dark as shit. What are you talking about?
no sign of her mother, Kim contacts police, explaining that something bad may have happened to Martha. Officers arranged to meet her at the house later that day to check on her mother's welfare. But when Kim and her husband arrive to meet the officers, it quickly seems that their concerns won't be taken seriously at all.
Oh, you talking about the police? Okay.
Neither is a cousin of ours that she calls all the time, her brother that she calls all the time. Nobody's heard from her.
She lives here?
Yeah.
Have you been in?
No. I came earlier, knocked, and banged on the door, and she was having a lot of problems with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
At some point, there was some kind of a protection order, and I don't know, against him. She's paranoid schizophrenic, so I went around to different hospitals. I went everywhere to see if she was like in a psychiatric unit.
Yeah.
I can't. Everybody says no, she's not here. But I know that there's been a lot going on between her and her boyfriend. And
Okay.
he has made death threats to her. So
That's okay.
he has made threats to her that he was going to make sure nobody ever found her.
Yeah.
According to Kim, Martha's boyfriend, David, was the most likely suspect in her disappearance. In addition to the death threats, police also knew David had a lengthy criminal history and outstanding warrants for drug abuse, theft, and trespassing, making him someone officers needed to question right away. But before the officers could get a full story from Kim, a sudden noise from inside the house put them instantly on high alert.
You don't have a key to her place? What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, earlier the air conditioner was on, now it's not.
All right, come on now. We gotta open up this door now.
Police!
Unbeknownst to the officer, the sound wasn't just his imagination. It was David hiding in silence and waiting for the police to leave. But this is when the officers would make their first critical mistake. Despite the very real possibility that Martha was in active danger, they would give Kim the worst piece of advice.
And what happens with like a missing persons report or whatever?
But she is a grown woman. However, she has these, the paranoid schizophrenia issues. If for whatever reason she has gone into this state where she doesn't want anybody to contact her, even family, the hospital is legally not allowed to tell anybody anything, even her kin. I just don't think we're quite at the heightened alert level that we need to force entry or do anything like that yet.
Well, the way that she calls us constantly
I'm telling you, y'all need to go kick that dough in, bro.
kind of gives me a sense of foul play.
She calls, I mean, she's always, every day
Doesn't
calls
matter,
her
yeah.
brother.
Always.
When did it stop?
Well, her brother said she stopped about a month ago. My cousin said 2 weeks, but I don't know if
I'm thinking
about a month for
Because
everybody.
she still called my phone every day leaving voicemails.
Yeah.
While the officer's explanation is factually accurate, the suggestion not to file a missing persons report will prove to be a serious oversight, and it won't take long before Kim realizes she's been inadvertently coerced into making a grave mistake. For now, though, officers leave the scene, letting Kim carry on her own investigation. For the next few days, she keeps calling Martha and David, but with neither of them answering their phones. Growing increasingly worried, Kim begins gathering information on her own. She learns that David has recently been seen at a place where he worked on and off, so she contacts police once again, urging them to check it out. Following up on Kim's tip, a group of officers are dispatched to investigate. What they hear about David will finally start to give her suspicions some credibility.
How you doing? You guys know David?
I guess you got a new guy that
Probably in his 50s.
What's the girl's name?
Callaghan or something.
Oh,
I think it's last Callaghan.
Have you seen Martha or Robin? Martha or Robin?
I don't even know those names.
You don't know who those are?
No, not that much.
You just saw David move in
Yeah,
over
he said
here.
his girlfriend was in jail or something, but she was. That they don't. I don't remember.
But he's in like his 50s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's not the new guy that lived in here. I think, what about Jay High? Dave? Balding kind of guy.
He's older.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
His name. Hey, what is that dude's name, Danny? Your name is Dave? What? The guy that was getting on my nerves the other night.
Yeah, his name is David too.
The guy that was getting on my
We
nerves.
got a bunch of Davids around here.
Yeah.
We could pull up a picture and see if you guys. I think we're gonna try to find one.
That's not that Dave.
That's how the David stays here. Does he come around here?
This guy?
Yeah.
He's been around before. He's done work for him, so.
But he's not the one that lives here.
I ain't seen him today.
When was the last time you saw him?
I just need to get it out of my car.
I ain't been there.
This week? Last week?
Man, these guys ain't no goddamn help, man.
Something like that. Right.
Cool.
Good 3-4 days.
3-4 days?
Process. So.
He said he saw him 3 or 4 days ago, maybe.
According to the workers, they've seen David in recent days, meaning he's still in the area. Now, police just need to locate him and ask him where Martha might be. Despite this lead, officers still sound convinced Martha will eventually turn up on her own and David is just another name in a domestic dispute. Unbeknownst to them, this is giving David exactly what he wants. Time, because as the case stalls, he's keeping a low profile, only leaving Martha's house at night and using the lack of scrutiny to cover his tracks and refine his story. And over the next several weeks, what began as one oversight will snowball into a series of missteps that will cripple the investigation and ultimately pave the way to a discovery far more tragic than anyone imagined.
Okay. 25 days.
The following week, after repeated calls and pressure from Kim, police finally agreed to conduct another welfare check. This time, however, they make another critical error. They send a new pair of officers unfamiliar with the full context of the case. This is where the mistake of not filing a missing persons report catches up with the police and causes David to slip off the hook again.
It doesn't, yeah, they didn't add any notes. It just said that they were here. Well, it came in as a missing person.
Okay, that's probably the daughter then.
Yeah, but then it said she checked okay, and there was no report made, so they must have had contact.
Some sort of contact.
If it came in as a missing person, they cleared it without a report number. That means they determined where she was at.
Exactly. That's what I was.
Yeah.
After only a few unanswered knocks, officers decide to leave the scene, assuming that Since no missing person report was filed, someone must have already made contact with Martha. This is exactly why dissuading Kim from filing a report had been such a catastrophic blunder. So with no sign of Martha or David, and police convinced nothing is wrong, the investigation quietly stalls. Days pass with no progress, until eventually the case goes cold. A week passes, and it seems Martha might never be found, as police have completely written off her disappearance. But then something strange starts to happen. Kim begins receiving response messages from her mother. The texts are brief and unsettling. I'm busy. I'm with my friend.
Your friends, girl, you ain't got no friends. What? Bruh. No, you ain't got no friends, ma. I'm your goddamn friend. What the hell?
I'm fine. It doesn't sound like her mother, and something about the way she's texting feels off to Kim. Growing suspicious, Kim asks police to meet with her again, this time demanding that they break in and check the house, or she'll do it herself.
It's like to make an official missing persons here. Okay. So I've talked to so many officers, everybody she knows, her friends, family, none of them has seen her face or talked to her in over a month. Yeah. So I was sending her messages from her mother's phone, say, this is your daughter, I want to know where you're at. Oh, I'm at the Kingdom Hall in Kent with friends. I said, okay, stay there, I'm coming right now. Oh, I'm not there, you don't know where I am. Well, you just said you were there, where are you? Oh, I'm eating now. The way she types is completely different. She says she's angry at the family.
But the issue is we were pounding on the door earlier and no one answered. And we didn't have enough to kick the door in and go look for her.
She owns this property. If I need to break in here with you guys here, and if you think she'll press charges on me, that's fine. I want to know what happened to her. She's not going to press charges on me.
Oh my mama, hey man, you better go get your mother. You better go jump through that window, kick that door in, and go get your goddamn mama, girl.
And she has mental illness.
Yes, she does, but she is...
You know she's taking her meds?
No, I don't know. But I do know that she does not do this kind of thing.
Bro, the police suck, bro. The police in this situation, they are trash.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
It's like, gee, y'all should have, for one, I don't understand why they just like dropped the freaking investigation like that. That's so strange.
The last time her mother talked to her, she was walking through this field over here and told my grandmother, if I come up missing or dead, it is no accident. And she said it to me. This has been said to us several times. And he has told her before, I'm going to get your ass and nobody's ever going to find you.
What's your concern?
That he killed her.
What you mean
Kim
was my
appears
concern, bro? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Bro, you're such a freaking idiot. I literally just said, hey, if I wind up, she said, if she wound up dead, it wasn't an accident. Bro, they're antagonizing this woman. Why?
Confident that she has solved her mother's disappearance, accusing her lover, David, of both murder and impersonation. While officers still doubt Kim's story, they agree to break into the house, if only to put her mind at ease. But what awaits them inside will leave Kim even more furious with police, making her question whether they are truly on her side.
Real talk, they not on your side.
Police, everybody in here? Come outside!
It's day one in this shirt. Day two expects.
You're not going to get another day out of it.
Day three.
It's supposed to be a big black dog that might not be friendly.
You ain't gonna put me back on the call on the phone or you generate a new one for that 31.
Sure. You should. He didn't get you already.
Police, anybody in there?
Ask the police. Nobody's been here because the bells have taken in.
What you mean it's been redacted, bro? What?
Oh, he's been here. The question is what he did to her. Not a single pair of her shoes anywhere around here.
If I were you, I'm not telling you how to feel, but this would be a relief. She's not here, but it doesn't look like there's any sign of distress or, all of her stuff's not thrown around.
First sign of distress, really, is the fact that there's no Pepsi in that refrigerator.
So that means she hasn't been staying here?
No, she has not been here. I'm telling you, he has done something to her.
Okay.
She said it ain't no Pepsi in the fridge, bro. This shit ain't right. My mama like her Pepsi.
Inside the house, police find no sign of Martha or her belongings, something Kim finds deeply suspicious. Still, the officer reassures her that everything is fine and there are no obvious signs of foul play. However, as police exit the house, an officer makes an offhand remark that reveals what they really think happened to Martha.
Would you have been surprised at all if she's laying dead in there? Or shoved in a tub?
Yes, I would have been surprised.
You would have been?
Yeah.
Nothing surprises.
That would have surprised me.
Although officers briefly consider the worst-case scenario for Martha, their tone makes it clear they don't really believe it. Even with Kim insisting that something is wrong, their doubt remains.
Sue the city after this, Kim. That's what I say. Kim, sue the city. You gotta look for a lawsuit. You gotta sue the police department. You gotta sue somebody got their ass to pay, man. Somebody gotta pay. Somebody gotta pay, G, because I told y'all multiple times, bro, and y'all laughed this shit off. Yeah. And as far as breaking into the house, I would have did that before I called the police. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, after the first interaction of them acting like they ain't gonna do nothing, man, I'm on y'all ass, G. I'm on y'all ass. I'm coming through the window, and yeah, hey, if I'm in trouble afterwards, then I'm in trouble afterwards. But I gotta go find my mama. What the hell is this? Get this out of my screen.
And when Kim insists on filing a missing person report, something that should have been done weeks ago, officers still seem convinced there is no real cause for alarm.
And
Well, I need to make an official report.
Yeah, that can happen. That's not a problem. But it's gonna be very vague.
All right. I don't know what to think about none of her stuff being in that house. Shoes. She always had shoes all over right there with his, too. Right, this is the report, and I can go get a hard copy. And what do? I mean, just keep, if I hear any more texts,
I mean, it's pretty much pointless unless it's pointless talking to him anymore at this point.
I guess this is what happens. I mean, but
And this is why people wind up taking justice into their own hand. This is why. Because we have a compromised judicial system, a failed police program. Everything is hanging on by a thread of discretion, and no one has a fucking idea of how to make the right choice. It's like, I don't know what type of red tape bullshit they trying to pull on this young lady, but like, come on, bro. She is clearly concerned, and y'all answer is, there's nothing we can do. It's like, bro, there has to be something we can do. This is my mom. It's like she is mentally ill. This is about wellness for a handicapped person at this point. But this is who gets to speed through red lights and carry guns and make choices about your life. This is the police.
Just let us know if you think she's somewhere and we can go check for her. Okay?
okay.
By now, you can hear the hopelessness in Kim's voice. It seems like her investigation has hit a dead end as she watches officers leave once again, advising her to call if new information comes up. But a few hours later, one officer decides to return and speak with the neighbors, hoping to learn where David or Martha might be. It's a small decision, but one that quietly marks the first step in turning things around
in Ohio
for police, because one of the neighbors he talks to is unknowingly holding a piece of information about David that will finally confirm Kim's claims.
Do you know anything about this house next door?
There's some woman that used to live in there. She asked me a couple of times for some money or some cigarettes. I told her I didn't smoke. Why, what's going on?
Well, someone sent us out here to check on her, and she's not answering the door. Does she have a car or anything, you know?
I don't think so.
Never seen a car.
She was walking the first time I started cutting the grass.
How you doing? You been living in the garage here?
You want to call her living?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. The police is kind of treating the daughter Kim like she crazy or something, and I think that's completely uncalled for. Why are they doing this to this lady like this? Like, why is she treated? Why is she being treated like this? What the hell? I can't talk for shit.
Where do you sleep at? Do you know who lives here?
Robin Freitag, I think.
When did you see her last?
Oh, about 4 weeks ago.
Bro, that's the crib? That can't be the crib, bro. Don't nobody live there. Yeah, they need the home improvement.
And you haven't seen her in 4 weeks.
No, last
Have you seen him over there?
Oh, yeah.
Does he drive a car?
No,
Is he home now?
I have no idea.
Okay.
The neighbor's statement finally confirms what Kim's been suspecting all along. David hasn't disappeared. He's been coming and going from the house while police and Kim struggled to reach him. With that information, police begin coordinating surveillance around the property, assigning patrol units to quietly monitor the area and wait for the moment David shows up again. 2 days later, the opportunity finally comes when officers spot a car parked beside the house, the first sign of activity in days. They approach carefully, hoping to finally make contact with Martha and put Kim's fears to rest. However, the person they're about to find is the very suspect they've been unknowingly helping all along. But before we get to that, you know those days where...
Nope. All right, so I guess it's time for... what the hell? Hey there, how's it going? My name's Max Shrooman, and I want to introduce you to Funkitarian liposomal mushroom tinctures. Have you ever felt like you just had a little brain fog? You was just lacking a little mental clarity. You just needed that little boost of focus. Why don't you try lion's mane mushrooms? This is a tincture that is completely derived of lion's mane mushrooms, and it is a liposomal mushroom tincture, meaning that it's the best extract that nature could possibly bring you. It's giving you all of this like energy and mental clarity, all of this focus. It reduces memory log. It's the absolute best thing for your brain. Get yourself some lion's mane. All right. Shop Funkitarian.life.
Can't get anything done, and nothing you try fixes in just a few weeks.
Already hit him with that.
Probably at her boyfriend's.
What's your name, bud? David. David Callahan? All right, come on down here for me. Why do you think she's at her boyfriend's house?
Oh, that's where she stays most of the time.
Where's that at?
I don't know. I don't even know who it is, really.
Are you the only one here?
Hi, Lenny. I mean, she's here maybe a couple times a week anymore. I mean, we've actually been split up for a year. I mean, she's schizophrenic. She's been on and off her medication I don't know how many times.
This is David Callahan, the man Kim had been desperately trying to warn the police about. According to him, Martha was not at the house, but at her new boyfriend's. But now David is about to surprise the officers, explaining why they shouldn't necessarily take Martha's family's word at face value.
I guess her daughter's fighting again.
604 to computer. Well, that's part of the reason we're out here, because no one in her family's talked to her since July.
I know she's texted her.
When's the last time you talked to her?
I don't know, probably 5-6 days ago, maybe.
Where was that at?
It was here.
And Martha's not in the house right now.
No, I mean, come in a month.
Obviously, we're concerned about Martha, like you said, if she's offered her meds and everything.
Right.
We'd like to find her. Right now, she's missing person. So we'd like to...
I didn't know it was all that.
You didn't know it was all that?
Well, missing person, because her and the family, they've fallen out numerous times. You know, the family has just gone as far as changing their phone numbers and not giving them to her. They've treated her horribly over the years.
Yeah.
And her not talking to them right now doesn't surprise me.
David claims Kim is not a trustworthy person and has never gotten along with Martha. With David tarnishing Kim's character and Kim doing the same to David, the officers weren't sure whose story to believe. But this is when the officer would get a brilliant idea. They knew David had outstanding warrants, something they could use as reasonable grounds to detain him. Their next move would catch David off guard and prove to be the police's smartest decision yet.
Did you get your warrants taken care of?
No, I need to get down there and take care of them. I got a couple misdemeanor warrants.
Through Actor? Yeah. All right, well, we're going to help you out with that today. You still have those warrants, we'll send you down to court. You can get them taken care of today. All right, here's what we're going to do.
W police, man. Why you just hit him with the oldest trick in the book?
Skip it up and that up.
He said, hey, you get those warrants taken care of? Was that a bluff, bro? He definitely bluffed the shit out his ass. And he said, nah, you know, I think I still got to go take care of him. David, you goofy motherfucker. He didn't even know you had warrants, bro. You just snitched on yourself. God damn, bro. W police, man. 200 IQ play there.
We're gonna, if it's all right with you, we're gonna walk through. We'll let you get some clothes, and then you're gonna go down to court and get these warrants taken care of.
Sorry, I got a big dog in here.
No problem. Do you get the whole thing?
Yeah, nothing but the thing.
Do you do the returns, or do I do that later?
Adam will do it, or whoever's up.
Okay.
Following his arrest, David is transported to the station and placed in jail, but not for murder. The only thing holding him there are his unrelated warrants. For investigators, this is a temporary win that will quickly turn into a problem. Because despite finally having David in custody, they know their case against him is painfully weak. There's no body, no confession, not even physical evidence proving Martha is dead. Weeks of police inaction and hesitation have left detectives with little more than suspicion, and time is running out. So to make up for it, they decide to hold David as long as legally possible under the existing warrants, hoping they could buy themselves time to rebuild the case and find something concrete. Detectives don't know it yet, but the clue they so desperately need to solve the case won't come from their investigation, but from Martha's own family. Several days later, while David remains in custody, Martha's family receives a mysterious message. The anonymous note reads, if he was going to get rid of someone, he would bury them in the backyard. At first, no one knew what to make of it. It could be a cruel prank or maybe a genuine tip. Either way, Martha's cousin Angela and a few relatives contact police and ask them to meet at the property. For the first time in the investigation, the police and Martha's family finally joined forces.
Who's the caller?
You are? What made you come to think it was...
They came and arrested him, I believe it was Thursday. On Friday, they arrested him on other charges, contempt, and they're holding him for like 30 days on contempt. Okay. So they questioned him about this two times, I think. I got a text message here. I've been putting these flyers up on all the poles, and I get a text message.
A sergeant and a couple other units coming here.
Yeah. If he was ever to get rid of someone, we would bury them across the fence in the very backyard.
I know her role. You came over with her, and what did you do?
Come over to dig because she suspected some stuff going on back there. And, I hope it's not her, but there's something there.
Yeah.
With police now briefed on the situation, officers begin coordinating a search of the property, focusing on the backyard mentioned in the message, while others canvass the neighborhood, looking for anyone who might have seen something suspicious. As the search gets underway, word of the mysterious message quickly makes its way back to the station. Detectives realize this could be their only real lead and decide to seize the opportunity to question David again. However, David isn't stupid. He's already denied any involvement in Martha's disappearance, and he knows that acting clueless won't convince detectives he has nothing to hide. He also knows that as long as he keeps denying everything and doubles down on blaming Martha's family, there's nothing detectives can pin on him. Clearly, the stakes couldn't be higher on both sides, and if David plays his cards right, he'll walk free.
Thanks, right here, Dick.
Come on.
So, when was the last time you actually talked to her?
Beginning of last month.
So I didn't see, she had a restraining order against you? A TPO or a CPO?
It's a temporary one.
TPO?
It lasted like 6 months, I think.
Did you get arrested? Because you...
No, here's the thing.
Yeah, explain
she's, you know, she's called the cops on me half a dozen times, and I've never raised a hand to her. She's never had a scratch on her. Any report you would read will tell you the same thing. She gets mad and I leave. She thinks I'm out humping everything the pulse out there that's female. You know, that's just what, you know, why she originally got mad at me. You know, she just wanted to argue all the time, and I just felt, you know, leaving a day or two at a time, you know, would just calm everything down, and it normally did. I mean, we've always worked things out, but I don't understand why she's not back around. I really don't. I mean, we've had problems over the years. Like I said, we've been together since 2002.
Sure.
You know, everybody has problems.
Yeah, everyone's got problems. That's for damn sure. So then I guess your theory is, Dave, that she's staying with whoever she's dating, this new person, not at the house. Is that what you're saying?
As expected, David
sure
sticks
that?
to his story, insisting Martha is with her new boyfriend in Florida, but David knows exactly what he's doing. Realizing detectives have little evidence to work with, he decides to take control of the conversation and tarnish Martha's character, paint her as unstable, and dismiss her disappearance as the result of her own mental state. Detectives can't push back without proof or a body, and every minute they let him talk, he builds a stronger defense for himself, one that might just help him walk free in court.
I believe she's relapsed on, you know, back to smoke crack again. Because, you know, I found paraphernalia at the house. I mean, tomorrow's her birthday. I tried, I don't know, 3 or 4 times over the last couple of years to get her the 3-day evaluation or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
You know, the police would come out, the paramedics. She'd be standing on this porch, you know, screaming at them, screaming at me. They told me she don't fit the criteria for the evaluation. Well, what does?
Gotta be homicidal.
So she have to stab me in my sleep or do something, you know, really crazy?
Yeah.
And they say, well, she's an adult, we can't take her medication, so why don't you leave?
Though it didn't sound like her and Kim had some problems too.
Absolutely. I mean, they would go months on end without speaking to each other. I mean, it was at one point, you know, Mama didn't even have a phone number to talk to her mom and dad or her for periods of time.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely true. I sensed they had some hard times now and then, and it sounded like she communicated with her a lot through her Facebook Messenger.
The mention of Martha's Facebook messages clearly catches David off guard. He's surprised that detectives even know about them, unaware that Kim already accused him of impersonating her mother weeks earlier. But that isn't the only surprise waiting for him. Detectives have been holding something back, evidence they saved for this exact moment. When David was first arrested, police recovered Martha's phone from inside the house, along with several of her security checks that he'd allegedly withdrawn. So with David already on edge, detectives decide to push their advantage and confront him with what they claim is hard evidence. It's a risky gamble. If they push too hard, David could demand a lawyer and shut down the interview entirely. But if the pressure works, he might finally slip, contradict himself, or even confess.
Yeah, the stakes are
Yeah, I
pretty
mean,
high at this point,
obviously
Jack.
her family's real worried about her and loves her a lot, and I can see that you love her a lot, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
well, Dave, I think there's some little piece missing here, bud. That's what I think. And I think you'd feel better if you just told us what it is.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Well, I think there's a little bit more to the story, Dave, you're not giving us.
There's nothing else I can tell you. I mean, I've told you everything I know.
I don't think you told us everything.
Okay, well, I have.
Don't you think you'd feel better if you told us the truth, Dave? I mean, let it go and...
You're not gonna be able to celebrate her birthday tomorrow, Dave.
There's some pieces missing to your story, Dave. And as you know, that is your girlfriend, the love of your life, Robin's handwriting. That is September, where you paid the rent so we can keep up this farce that Robin is still around. Tell us the part about being on her phone, pretending that you're her.
Oh, God.
Tell us about
I
that
don't
part.
have her phone.
Where's her
I
phone?
never did. I don't know.
You know where her phone is.
No, I don't.
You put it, we found it where you
He
put
needs
it.
a lawyer
Why don't
right
you
now.
Just tell us the truth, what happened.
Give
You'll
me-
feel
no,
better.
no, I need a
You'll
lawyer.
feel better.
I don't have.
Did you guys share a bedroom?
At one time, yeah.
Needless to say, David is starting to visibly get worked up over the accusations. He's defensive, irritated, but still talking. Luckily for detectives, he doesn't seem close to shutting down or asking for a lawyer, but they can tell they've pushed the limit for now. If they press any harder, the interview could end before they get anything useful. So detectives decide to take a break, let David step outside for a smoke, hoping it will calm him down and make him more willing to cooperate when he returns.
Hour until.
In the meantime, back at Martha's residence, officers continue coordinating the backyard search and canvassing the neighborhood for anyone who might have seen or heard something useful. That's when a familiar face approaches one of the officers, the same neighbor from days earlier who'd reported seeing David coming and going from the house. This time, he shares a chilling detail about the days following Martha's disappearance.
Yeah, why don't you say that first, though, bro?
Had a fire pit back there of some sort.
Right.
But, you know, I didn't even know she was missing until a few days ago.
I mean, had you noticed any activity by anybody back there in the backyard recently?
Just the guy who lived there.
What was he doing?
In the middle of the night, was burning things. I could smell it. The horrible stench from everywhere. And I thought, that's strange. It's even trash day, so.
The woman there is the cousin of the woman who's missing.
Okay.
She's been missing about 30 days. Somebody sent her a message saying, check the backyard for your cousin.
You're kidding.
According to David's neighbor, every night he could see flames rising from David's backyard, accompanied by a horrendous smell. Acting on this information, officers request firefighters, EMS, and forensic teams to assist at the scene, treating the backyard as a potential crime scene in case human remains are found. And as the teams prepare to begin the search, no one could have expected they were only feet away from confirming the horrific nightmare Kim had feared all along.
Pretty positive it's a body buried under their fire. We dug it up. You can see what looks like to be about a knee or an elbow. And you touch it, you can tell it's something. We didn't really dig anymore.
Gentlemen? You tell me.
Well, here's the deal. Highly suspicious. Seems like a body part, but we didn't want to dig it out anymore till you guys got here.
Yeah.
I think, you know, all of us would want it dug out a little bit more before you guys can say.
41, you copy? Yeah, well,
that's about it.
Yo, that's bogus as hell. The firefighter has to dig. The firefighters has to dig that because I guess he was burning it. It is a fire pit. That's crazy, bro. I'll just be like, yep, nope. It was definitely a fire there.
Check, was it dug out when you guys got here?
That guy.
What made him, did he say what made him start digging?
Yeah, he gave the whole story to the other officer and us. But she got an anonymous text saying if this guy who you guys have arrested recently, that if you wanted to get rid of somebody who would bury it back here by the fence.
Oh.
So she came back and saw this loose dirt, some ash.
And they say
that guy to come over and help her.
And they say this gentleman is already arrested.
Yeah, that's what both of those two people are telling.
All right. This is the wife.
Missing person that they think it is. And that guy's arrested was a suspect in this.
Was this her husband? Did they say?
I don't know if they're her husband, wife.
Because I know she had a protection order against her.
Okay, copy.
Okay. But he was staying here.
Yeah.
She went missing. He was staying here.
They've been on and off. I've been out here a couple times where she had a protection order, but it goes back and forth because then she invites her back over and stuff like that. So. Let me go talk to these guys real quick, and then we'll let you know what.
Yeah, just let's go.
Following their initial observations of what appear to be human remains, one of the officers steps away from the dig site to speak with the family. Because they arrived without a search warrant, they must explain what's been found so far and request formal consent to continue the excavation. At the same time, Martha's daughter Kim and her husband finally arrive at the scene, anxious. It isn't what they think it is. Though officers avoid making any premature statements, Kim can already sense the truth. This would be the worst day of her life.
She doesn't know.
Yo, Kim is about to crash the fuck out, Chad. She's about to go dumb. It's like, no, she told y'all weeks before, bro.
Well, we don't know yet. Okay, so we're not saying yes and we're not saying no. Okay, we don't know. Okay.
Have you been on scenes like this before? How do you not know? I can't wait to know.
Listen, well, we don't want to. What we're saying is, we don't want to contaminate anything.
Will I be told as soon as they know whether or not there's a body back there of a person?
Well, they have a whole process they have to go through.
That's a yes or no
If
question.
they found a person back there?
Yeah.
They would know. I mean, wouldn't they?
Not necessarily. Kimmy, look, there's about a piece this big that was uncovered. I'm just saying a piece of some plastic or something. That's what we saw first.
Hello, honey.
Yo, they over there shaking,
They'll just give you,
Come
the
on.
confirmation.
Could you imagine though? Oh my God, bro! Just having to sit there and wait. It's like, bro, this is my mom's backyard, bro. She's been missing for a month. Y'all got her boyfriend in custody right now, bro. What are we talking about, G? I'm about to truly rage the fuck out. Like, you can't pay me to sit right here right now, G. Talking about it's a process, and she's still, the police officers still don't want to give this lady a direct answer. Like, that's crazy as hell, man.
I'll be back.
We'll have them.
Tell if it's her.
Not now. No. I don't even think they don't even have the person back there that's going to be digging it up yet. Might be a little bit better to talk to somebody like that. Okay.
I don't think I want to talk to anybody. I don't think that I want to right now. It doesn't help to talk to strangers.
I have to ask you. I'm not positive that you're the one I should ask, but I'm going to ask you, since you say you have power of attorney, if you allow us to go back in the yard, check that out.
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
I have to ask. Okay. So you're giving me consent, and the officers, and we're going to have a medical examiner come out as well. Okay.
After receiving permission from the family, officers resume the excavation. Inside the shallow fire pit, they find the remains of Martha. Her body is wrapped in bedding, sealed by a plastic bag, burnt, and showing a clear blunt force injury with a rope still tied around her neck.
Bro, what?
Everyone at the scene is shaken by the discovery. After weeks of uncertainty, Martha's disappearance is finally resolved, but the reality offers little comfort.
Man,
on the other side of town, news of the gruesome discovery quickly travels to the detectives at the station. So with this new information at hand, they bring David back into the room and cut straight to the point.
David, you're a piece of shit and you're cooked, bro. You're a piece of shit, and I hope you rot under the jail as well.
Directly accusing him of murder.
Dave, let me ask you a question. Are you a heartless bastard?
Yeah.
A heartless, cold bastard? No. People who would look at this event and say that you, Dave, are a heartless, no good bastard who put the love of your life in the ground. And that has to be an evil, bad person who has to go away for every last day of their life. Every last day. So, Dave, are you that person? Or are you the person that has struggled with someone who's, as you said, for 16 years you love her, but she's schizophrenic, and she goes here and she goes there? Because there's no reasonable person, Dave, in the world that wouldn't believe that you harmed Robin. We all know that, three of us sitting in this room. You should just get it off your chest, man. I've told you everything I know. No, you haven't told us everything.
Did you hear the moment?
Yeah.
Did you plan it out?
Tomorrow is her fucking birthday.
Tomorrow is her birthday, for them to sit there and reflect. The agony they've been going through for the last month.
Heartlessly killed the woman you love more than anything in the world. It's mind-boggling to think about it.
Something that you said you were going to do.
Yeah, and if you said you were ever going to kill anybody, you'd bury him in the fire pit. I mean, it seems kind of convenient. So I never told anybody.
You never told anybody that?
Dave, we're not fucking stupid, dude. You think we're going to make that up? I'm not making anything up. You think I made this up? We know everything. We know the answers to the questions we asked, man. I'm trying to get you to say that you're not an evil, no good bastard, and that there were some extenuating circumstances that you killed the woman you love, pretended that she was alive for over a month. If you look at it, you're like, that has to be a heartless, cold bastard that wrapped this woman up like that and put her in this fire pit. So,
despite a few
Crazy, bro. Yeah, nah, bro. I think I'm gonna have to take my personal vengeance out on this guy. I'll have to do it personally.
half-hearted denials as detectives describe what they believe happened to Martha, David sits in silence, staring blankly, as if the weight of his actions has finally hit him. Clearly, the interrogation has reached its breaking point, and David seems on the verge of something. Judging by his earlier denials and the way he now sits, he's either about to ask for a lawyer and end the interview altogether, or finally confess.
You want to see a picture, Dave?
No,
you know what you did.
All right, go ahead, Dave.
You want me to go ahead? I need a cigarette.
Tell us what you're going to tell us, so you can have a cigarette.
I'll give you a cigarette.
You tell us what's going on, Dave, so we know you're not a heartless bastard, and I promise you can smoke all you want, all right?
Not all you want. Not all you want.
Well,
a couple reasonable liquids.
Get it off your chest, Dave. You feel better.
You guys feel a little bit better already, just knowing that you're going to make that decision.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't.
It's not a very respectful way for a person to end
I
up.
know it's not. I got fucking scared, man. I just snapped, man. Just fucking snapped. I didn't mean to do this or I just, man. Love Robin.
You just got scared, that's why you put her in the fire pit?
I dug it out. Half an axe handle or something beside the bed. She had it there for a long time. Just,
After you struck her,
I choked her.
what happened after Robin was dead?
I took her out back and I dug it out. Guys, I'm fucking sorry, Rob.
Oh.
She's just so relentless, fucking.
How long did this
So
take?
didn't leave me alone, man. She knew I had nowhere to go. She just kept on me, on me. I give her every dollar I had for whatever she wanted. I never had nothing in my pocket, man. Nothing. It's never good enough. I didn't plan on this to happen. I tried to work it out so bad with her. I really did, man.
Spur of the moment.
After hours of questioning, David finally breaks and admits to murdering Martha. In a fit of rage, he struck her in the head, strangled her, then carried her outside, burned the body, and buried her in the backyard. As David sits in the interview room, crying and claiming to regret what he did, detectives can't help but think about how easily this could have been prevented, how many warnings were missed, and how many chances they had to save Martha before it was too late. With his confession secured, David is taken into custody, where he's formally charged and set to spend a very long time behind bars.
Hey, just to let you know, they talked to the prosecutor. For right now, you're going to be charged with murder, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with evidence.
This is the 18 years. What? He got 18 years for this? Bro, nah, bro. You finna get out at what? 2037? Yo, ain't no way, Chad.
Keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light. You'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include early access to select new video.
Hey, www. Yo, that shit was absolutely wicked. He hit her with the back of the axe and then strangled her to death? For what, bro? Because you just unsatisfied in your relationship? You got irritated with her? You keep saying relentless. It's like, bro, what? Describe relentless. It was completely unjustified, bro. And for the fact that you just tried to, like, dodge around it, you're a terrible human being, bro. You're a piece of shit. And I think he deserved way more than 18 years. I think that's absolutely crazy. But hey, you know what I say, Chad? That shit got wicked. I can't. It's nothing more I can say. I appreciate everybody tuning in with me. If you watching me on YouTube right now, definitely like, subscribe. If you watching on motherfucking